Hey everyone, welcome to UMRV and welcome to the live stream. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a great week. So we are back on UMRV to get some more work done. Pretty much picking up straight from where we left off on the previous stream. I'll say pretty much is after the last stream we ended up carrying on, finishing off the harvesting contracts, baling up all the corn stalks and soybean stalk bales, or soybean straw bales I should say. So the money has gone up quite a bit from where we finished off, as we did do those, and I have increased the loan as well to buy a few new bits of equipment, some of which is the balers. So we've replaced our two Vermeer balers with the quick bales that was released on ModHub recently. So we've got two of those, one in Case and one in John Deere. Oh, there is technically three because I did buy Big T one. So Big T's got his own personal pink baler as he does so much baling, and he's put his Pink T number plate on there. So yeah, what we're going to do is, if you remember from the end of the last stream, we were going to buy a new field. We've almost got enough money to buy both of these fields, but we'll start off with farmland 41 so we can get cracking on harvesting the corn in that. So we'll grab one of the trucks and head down there to make a start on harvesting that field. So we'll take the trailers with us. We go in the green truck. So get that switched on. So we've got James Hudson in there saying hi Sim and everyone, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. My steering wheel stopped working again already, rather annoyingly. I think I've got a slight problem with the Logitech G Hub at the moment as well, which is going to be rather annoying if it is. Who else in there? We've got RC White saying hello, Wayland Timlick saying hi Sim, hey to you as well. Welcome to the stream, both of you. Dakota 79's in there saying good evening everyone. We're still busy with the planting in the field, so I'm going to watch the stream later on. No worries, hope everything goes well for you, and thank you for stopping by to say hi. Let's try and see if I can get my steering wheel working. I can actually find the right thing I'm looking for. So while I'm doing this, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Nitrado, my channel partner, who provide the server for tonight's live stream. So if you are interested in your own dedicated server for Farm Simulator 22, many other games as well, including Minecraft, Ark, Euro Truck, then do consider checking out my affiliate link down in the video description. I say if you do take out a server, I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support the channel a little bit. Right, I need to find the Logitech G Hub, which seems to have disappeared from my computer. Right, might just need to quickly re-download the G Hub and reinstall it, because apparently it's no longer opening. Where do I get software? Download for Windows. Yeah, bear with me a sec and we'll get going. Reinstall please. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a great week so far. I've been busy recording on Hinterland. Finally got back to Dark Forest as well, which has been long overdue, but was good to get back to. See if this actually works now. Oh, well, that's doing something. Well, the app's still not opening up. Oh, there we go. I should have sorted this out before, but I didn't realise I was going to have so many problems with this. What I may need to do is disconnect the wheel and reconnect it, so bear with me a second. Right, I'm back, although still not working. I think I've messed up a few things trying to do this. Right, let me just try and reinstall it again. See if it works this time. If not, I'll just have to stick with the Xbox controller this evening. Gail Petter saying I had a problem with the quick baler. I couldn't get the storage to accept the bales. That is one thing I was worried about, whether the bales would be compatible with auto load. It didn't mention anything that they wouldn't be, and as far as I was assuming, it was just going to create standard in-game bales. But yeah, I haven't actually tried with the storage mods or auto load trailers with a quick baler. Farmer Groot's in there saying, hey Sim Farmer, hey to you, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. I think we are all good. Just check everything's on there. Farming simulator, yeah, that seems fine. So hopefully we are good to go. Well, sort of seems okay. Right. Well, I can't get that trailer because it's got the dolly on. So we'll take the lizard belly dump one. Christopher's in there saying hi, hey to you, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And then as we drive down there, we'll check in with the others. So we are being joined by the usual lot. We are probably busy working away.
Also, wasn't GR modding that release this for 22, no?
No, it's DJ.
DJ.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I'd
Hello,
say,
Dustin.
There you are.
I'm here. Just gonna check in with you all. How you all doing?
Good.
Hello.
Doing
Yeah,
fine.
Just
Are we
I'm-
muted?
I'll just make sure make sure you're all muted still, so nobody else can hear you. Oh yeah, crashed. I've crashed already. Yeah, so we're joined by Peter, Stevie, Storm, Big T, and Klatreelg again.
yeah. Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
Hopefully you're all busy earning money.
Yep.
Second.
Yes.
No, I'm just flying around. I'm only after getting here because my computer decided it wanted to work my steering wheel and
Yeah, well,
restart my PC, and it wanted to install updates, and yeah.
that's what I've just had to do. Reinstall Logitech G Hub to get my wheel working. Game seems a bit laggy.
It
Yep.
is very.
Do we want to harvest our new field 44? I can get on it if you want it done.
Yeah, I'm just coming down with the one of the grain trucks and I'll help with you.
Yeah.
I'm spreading lime.
But yeah, the game's like really laggy.
Earn that extra 170,000 or something.
Yeah, if
Oh,
if it stays this laggy, I don't think I'll stay on here too long.
No, I'm not having lag problems, luckily.
You never do though.
Working fine for me too.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely having the lag you are though. You keep hitting things because of it.
It's difficult to steer.
Maybe the lag is just lagging a bit behind. Like,
Well, this is
we're 1
weird though,
hour
because
in
my
front.
MS is low 20s, so you wouldn't
Yeah.
expect there to be any lag.
No, mine is neither. Mine's
Oh,
at low.
No. And I've totaled my truck.
You've totaled your truck.
Oh no! I haven't.
Heroing, you're saying you seem to have quite a few problems getting your wheel to play nice. Yeah, I do on FS.
Whom is
now
turning
it's
around in circles on a bridge?
Yeah, no. The trailer wheels got stuck on the bridge and my truck fell off the bridge, so it was just dangling over the river.
Oh,
It's totaled now though.
it's in the river now.
hmm
It's not like you, Peter, to put your truck in the river, is it?
Second time.
Deja
Second
vu.
week, second
That's
week in a
something-
row.
I would do. Oh, leg spike.
Oh, how did I end up going backwards then?
Yeah, it just froze me.
Where is the other corn header?
Don't know.
Uh,
Is it
Got to
been,
go
been
Well,
left
they
out?
should be on the tractor.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab.
Is it on the
something
other
to eat.
harvester?
Nope.
I have one on the harvester, but is the other one, was it left somewhere around the map last week? No.
No, I drove both of them back on the front of the harvesters. So it's got go back in that shed. I thought there was one on the harvester in the shed.
Yeah, no, I have that one got.
Nope.
Okay.
Not one on that one. There's not one on that harvester either. So we've lost a corn header.
Hang on.
Is that or I'm just completely missing it? Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. It's hiding around the back of the
Is it?
shed.
Sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Wasn't me. If it was me, it would have been in the river. Everything else I care about.
Christopher, I'm very well, thank you. Hope you are too. Ditch road, lol. Yeah. I kept going towards the ditches. I say I might just try leaving and rejoining, see if that clears up, because this is gonna make things a little bit difficult if it stays like this.
I'll do the same. So I'm not having.
I mean, it was fine until sorted my wheel out.
Or until Stevie joined.
No, don't be blaming me now.
Right, let me just try quitting and rejoining, and then see if that helps. GB is saying currently in band class. So you playing an instrument? Which one? Multiplayer, join game. So we have to spend half an hour now refreshing, trying to get the server to show. Hopefully this works a little bit. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's just a bit, because when you're so used to playing a nice and smooth, it gets annoying after a little bit if it lags too much. Watching Peter's videos, I don't know how you play sometimes.
I don't know how I do either.
It made me laugh when I was watching that on that lag spike where you're driving down the road. You were just coming to unload the combines. You just shoot straight past the field.
Okay, the game is lagging big time.
None of us are in there. Or, well, I mean, not none of us, but some and I left. We're the ones that were having lag issues.
Ooh, the map is really slow.
Right.
The big map.
See how that goes. Yeah, so we'll harvest the first field. We've got some more bits and pieces to sell, a few contracts to do. I think we need another 200,006 to get the other field. I think it's 655 or 651,000. So let's have a look. So the other field is 654. So we need, is that 210,000?
The lime contract's gonna be quite a big chunk of that.
Yeah.
It's going very slow with this stupid slow speed, but I'm doing it.
Stupid slow speed. You mean normal speed?
I mean 28 kilometers an hour speed.
That's fast.
Not on this field.
It was so weird because I was recording Dark Forest earlier and it's the first time I'd done any actual harvesting at normal speed since I've been playing on hinterland, and I was like, 6 miles an hour harvesting seems extremely slow now.
Yeah.
So you became Storm. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Get so used to it.
I'm now getting too used to going slow, which is not a good thing.
Once you go Unreal, you never go back.
That's the conversation we were having the other morning of how hard it is to go back once you do it.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun though. It's like, I forgot because it's been a while since I like properly played like that myself. And obviously when I played on console previously, you tried to do all the things, but there was never mods for like Unreal speed and stupid capacities on console, so you was always still limited with like doing the glitchy things like just putting your harvester straight on the back of your combine, or you know, I've harvested fields and had the seed drill on the back and been drilling the next crop while I've been harvesting. I've done that in the past. It's like anything to get a shortcut in the past, but
Well, I find the thing with doing Unrealistic now fun. Instead of just selling the crop right away, you can make stuff out of it.
yeah,
I still find that nice, that instead of selling my crop, I can make something out of it.
well, I've got every crop I've planted I've got a use for, so none of them will just be sold direct.
Yeah, I've not got that either, because I'm just not selling my crops. What are you doing, Peter?
Remember when we first met
Yes,
and you tried to do something?
good idea. Very good idea.
Yeah.
Get in front of me.
Hang on. I will. Remember how to unfold this thing?
It's a mouse button thing.
Yeah.
Brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I
Gonna
need
make
to
money
do.
quick.
How fast does your truck go?
Right, that's me with my foot pushing so far back. I'm pushing my chair back on my.
114.
I forgot to set the change the sensitivity on the brake
Wait.
pedal.
I forgot to. Give me a second.
You want to drive instead? I'll swap with you.
I'll have to check one thing first. Yours
Yours.
goes 114.
Yeah, yours
Miles?
is faster. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I've got this. Have I got the slow engine in it?
I'm just gonna
It's fine.
check my
Give me a second.
Is there anyone free to
settings for my
drive?
steering wheel because I think they've all reset again.
Is there anyone free to drive the truck for carting grain?
Yeah, I'll be there in 1 minute. Let me just get Storm set up.
Oh, but this why? So my engine's been sold again.
Right, why is that not registered? Oh, that's wrong, wrong thing. That's the side panel, not steering wheel.
Okay, Peter, yours is bigger. At the
There we
moment.
go. Yeah, all my dead zones have been reset again, annoyingly.
How fast is that monster truck?
It won't tow this trailer.
I would have to
Why
make.
am I? I'm just lagging all over the field here.
Yeah, I think I'll do it for you.
Yeah, you can use my truck. I'll just.
Hey, Trio Gaming, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And Fanatic Farmer saying, hey Sim, long time no see. Yeah, good to see you in the chat again. Hope you're doing well.
I am noticing a tiny bit of lag since this isn't. going
Hopefully
my
this time I'll
PC
be
as I
able to
hope.
stop the combine. Literally pushing the brake as hard as possible and its combine's just still rolling off the
Okay.
field.
Peter, could you put the thing up?
Working on it. That way.
Oh. Okay, we didn't break. Oh, I was gonna say someone's loading.
Yeah, same. Your combine is in the trees.
Yeah, it
should
wouldn't
I-
stop.
Let's see. I'll strap it down.
It's already
And-
strapped down.
Yeah, I'm gonna set
Get in
it-
position. I'll turn it up.
That thing is 42 meters wide, right?
Yeah.
There's my combine. Combine in the
not-
trees.
Really liking this, but it's nobody.
There we go. Right, hopefully this time when I press the brake it'll actually do something.
Let's see, 42 meters.
Yeah.
This truck isn't liking this stuff.
It'll do it.
This might actually work, because this doesn't have to be on the ground compared to
Nope.
the harvester.
This will work.
Okay, turn it on.
Mark saying evening, do you use the joystick? I've got that mapped to my front loader.
Brilliant!
Calm down.
Me genius. Open this.
Alright. Stevie, you already have a truck and trailer, or?
Yeah, I have a truck and trailer here. I'm just unloading into it now, but myself and Sim will need someone in the truck to
Yeah,
kind of chase us around the field.
I'm full.
You got it.
Okay, this was a brilliant idea, Peter.
Hey, it was your idea originally, back in the
Yes.
day.
Yeah, that's true. Mine was maybe a bit crazier than this even.
And I just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Yes.
I'll go to my yeah, I'll try this. So the joystick I've got mapped to the FDR logging equipment and also front loader, so I can use that to operate the front loader tools. So that I
Oh, that's
use the
cool.
joystick on the side panel is just literally for the camera. That's all I use it for.
Let me try something. I think, haven't we got like a small tractor, a very small tractor or something?
And I've got a second joystick which is just over this side, you can't quite see, which is also set up for the FDR. So I've got dual joysticks, which I don't use very often because I find it annoying that you can't steer the equipment. I can drive forwards and backwards, but I can't turn unless I use the wheel. It makes it difficult to operate it all in one go. I need to look how FDR sets there up to do that.
You know the helicopter things that you can buy, like the foot pedals. That's the one he's got.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's got like the foot pedals to, because that's how you actually do operate.
Yeah, but how do you
excavator.
set it? You can't set it so it operates one track.
No, but you can set it that it goes forward, side to side and stuff.
Does he have that in his setup video?
He's got a video of it.
Yeah. I haven't
I'll
seen that. in a while,
Post
so
it in the
probably have
Discord if I find it.
Okay.
Or if I remember,
If you remember.
I'll probably.
We'll remind you. Don't worry.
I'm gonna find the smallest thing here that's got a PTO.
Yeah, I'd love to use the joysticks a little bit more, but often I find that the Xbox controllers, because I'm so used to using the Xbox controller, I just keep going back to that, the FDR stuff.
That hasn't got a PTO.
Yeah, I'm likewise efficient with the controller for
Yeah.
using his stuff. Now that I've got it mapped the way I want, like,
Yeah.
it's just muscle memory at this point.
Yeah, it's not the best because obviously you're still a bit limited to what you can move at any one time because of the button configs, but because you say you're so used to it, you're just like
Yeah.
second nature without even thinking about it, you just do it.
Yeah, like I can't turn the header down and be cutting at the same time and spinning. Like I got to do each of those in
Yeah.
one motion.
Let's take a, what's the smallest type? That's
I had to
eight.
reset all my FDR controls because when I had that conflict with, well, that problem where my buttons or key bindings got all messed up, so I had to reset them and it deleted all the FDR ones.
Did you back them up once you set it up again?
No, I still haven't done it.
Oh,
So, could I borrow or lease a tractor for for 1,000 pounds? Half 500 pounds? I need something smaller than the pickup. The pickup is too big.
Pickups too big for what?
you don't want to know.
Sitting on the trailer.
Isn't there a small John Deere at the store you can borrow?
It's not that small. I'll go look.
How small of a tractor do you need?
Just
Needs
big,
short length.
just big enough that it has got a pickup hitch and a PTO.
I don't even know what you would. No, I know what you.
Can you not leave the wheels of the spreader on the field?
No, that slows it down.
Or does it?
Oh,
I
probably.
believe so.
Although I'll probably go. I'll grab the free truck. Instead of
Free
being,
truck is shorter than either of our trucks, though. Yeah.
Instead of being totally free, it can be used.
I think
As,
if you'd have just done the field, it's one of those things. If you'd have just carried on normal, you'd have been finished now. Instead of all the time you messed around trying to do it faster, you ended up taking you longer.
Make sure Storm put that free truck back where it was, because that's the one that I was driving today.
Wait a second.
Honestly, using two stick machines on the controller is really frustrating. Yeah, it's obviously like you can't boom out and then raise the stick at the same time. You can only do one.
I've got
With the
most-
FDR bindings, you can change that so you can use each analog stick and set them up as each individual joystick on either side. But that was, for me, that I tried it and I was like, yeah, this is going to be awkward to get used to.
Where'd you go, Peter?
I lagged into the woods.
I was thinking that, because it's like, I see Peter's name, I don't see Peter's truck.
I've got the most. brilliant thing.
It's pretty
Peter,
bad too. There's a lot
You're
of woods.
You're probably well stuck now.
If you
Yes.
if you go down to the woods today, you might find Peter.
Your Jeep
Yeah.
is actually gonna be used.
Good luck with that.
I
No,
can
it's
see
gonna be put on the trailer.
I can see a
I don't know why I
trailer
always
emerging
like-
from the trees down there.
Is it just because I'm so far away from the server that I always get the worst lag? Out of all of
Possibly
us?
Where's the server based?
Germany.
London? Oh,
Yeah.
It keeps.
So quite far.
I've changed it. I've changed it to London a few times, but it keeps resetting to Frankfurt.
nice. That's not too far away. It's still far away, but not too far.
Okay. I've gotten the truck and trailer back out of the woods.
Yeah, for you it's halfway across the world.
Yeah, it really is.
That's strange to say.
I'm full again. And my
You're
brakes
sitting-
still seem really like they're not working very well.
You're sitting halfway across the world from me at the moment. That's strange to think about.
You're sitting halfway across the world from me.
I took a break from watching FS. When I came back, I watched the Silver Run Forest and Dark Forest. But now I'm enjoying the
Which one?
100k to 100 million series. Yeah, I think a lot of people are for something a bit different. So it's actually done like a lot better than I thought it would do. So it's one of
Where are
those
you?
for I'll try it and you know.
He's back where I was, I think, Peter.
Well, okay. I'm gonna jump across some fields and get there. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, but it's been good fun playing because I was struggling with the motivation to play FS. I just wasn't really enjoying it all that much, so that's been a complete change of pace, and I think it's come from being on the community server using the Colossus and on Stevie's server with like the Colossus and the Sugar Beets and
just-
like
Not
Yeah.
an unrealistic on my server, okay?
No, it's 100% real. No hype.
All, yeah.
stacking barrels in the middle of a road and flying
Realistic.
horses.
There's no footage of that. I don't know what you're talking
Oh
about.
god, no. Peter's just a bad influence him. Except Friday night, playing realistically, Peter comes along and says, hey, I'm going to place this here. We're like, okay, let's stop everything we're doing. Let's go do this.
No, so it went a little bit better than that, if you remember. Sim drove into the pallet thing, and he's like, why do I keep hitting this? And I was like, oh, I'll build something. And then you said, Stevie, you're like, why don't you build a bowling alley?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
And then all normality of actual farm work kind of just took a step to the side, and we
But
went
once we learned
food
once we
acting
learned
for
that
an hour.
we had no idea that traffic was going to drive through that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's when it went south or north, depending on how you look at it. It's really, really good at that point.
I think it was west.
Yeah, I was going to
West.
say I think it was going east-west for me.
I think the horses was also an accident. I was just trying to run to catch up to you. I didn't realize that
Well, I was
running
in
a
the,
horse
I was
into
in the
another horse
menu.
would do that.
You said like, oh, the horses. I come out the menu and like flying up in the air. I was like, oh.
I'd never done horses on multiplayer before like that. I didn't know that they would do that.
What series has been my favourite recording so far? For FS22, I'd probably say Hinterland's been my favourite so far because I've just been enjoying it so much. I've actually recorded up to episode 11 already. I think I've only just
wow.
released 7. No, I may have actually done 12. I just don't want to stop playing when I've finished recording, so I end up starting recording the next one.
Okay, so this is going brilliantly fast.
That's fantastic that it's like it's that exciting to play.
Yeah.
And everybody loves it too, so it's like the perfect mix.
I'm not convinced by the wind turbines though, that they actually earn as much money as they say they do.
What's tough about them too is like they take so long to break even.
Yeah,
Is what is it, 14 months?
it's about, some of them are around about 12, 13, 14 months. So you need to get them in early. No point in putting them at the end because you're not going to recover that money back. So
Correct.
I'm trying to get those in now, thinking at least I've got a year for them to make the money back, and then I can start making some profit on them. But I skip through the night, and the property income doesn't seem to match up with what I should be getting to what it says.
You think it's the same issue you had on the community server where there's a conflict that's kind of causing that?
I don't know. I'm gonna try just putting one down on a test map and skipping through with no other things and seeing how much it shows.
Good point.
Okay, it
So
was
I
not
don't
a
know if it's affected by the wind on the wind turbines. If it's a windier day, you get more money, and the maximum is like what it says. Or
It
whether,
used to be somewhere. Was that 19 that did that?
yeah, on seasons on 19, you got, depending on the level of the wind, you got more money. more or less money depending how strong the wind was. I don't know if that's a thing in the base game with those. Obviously the solar panels seem to only earn money during the day, which makes sense.
Yeah, that should be accurate. There's new solar panel sheds too. It just came out.
Yeah. Dr. Fish is in the chat saying evening all, evening to you. Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. My favourite series probably overall is probably No Man's Land on 19. Followed closely
That was a
by
good time.
Grizzly Mountain.
Okay. So the Jeep wasn't that smart to use since it started wobbling on top of the trailer.
I told you. It doesn't know how to not wobble or to shift gears anymore. That's why it's in the shop.
Yeah, so I'm not using that at the moment.
Not
And I
using
think
it.
the max speed limit for going on the field should be 60 kilometers an hour, not 120.
You're gonna finish soon though. Money will help get us to.
Yeah.
They'll be done with this field soon.
Yeah, we got. How much have
I'm
we got?
running.
Anybody's
Need
free
to
at some point to
Fill up some.
get some
What do you
propane
guys-
for the corn dryer. Fanatic
Mhm.
Farm saying No Man's Land 19 was my favourite all-time series to watch, and maybe Grizzly Mountain. Not sure I remember that one though. Yeah, that's been a while.
Sorry.
You can pull up beside me, Peter. I'm 95%.
That's the plan.
I say
Grizzly Mountain was
originally Grizzly Mountain was just going to be a farm build video, where I was just going to clear some trees and build a farm on there, and then I decided to just like make a video of clearing the trees and then building the farm, and it ended up just becoming a whole series on its own.
Oh,
Yeah,
one second.
it
Oh,
was
Peter.
one of the most brilliant series you've ever done.
Okay, go forward again, Peter.
Working on.
But yeah, I enjoyed Grizzly Mountain. It was fun. But, Crater Lake I enjoyed as well.
10 miles per hour, Peter.
Grind.
Wilhelmina was a grind. So close to 10,000 trees cut down. That was a lot of work. It was fun, but it had a completely
loved
different
that
feel
one,
to it. To like Grizzly Mountain, I started off a lot smaller. But I obviously started off with equipment. I wasn't doing the no leasing, no loans on Grizzly Mountain, so I had leased equipment. And I think if I was to go back and do Grizzly Mountain now, with being a lot more efficient with the FDR stuff as well, I'd get a lot more done. Because I remember when I first started using the FDR stuff, I'd have to keep stopping and thinking what I needed to press. So it was quite slow. As I say, you get to that point where it is muscle memory, you don't even think about what you're pressing, you just instinctively do it.
Don't go faster than 50.
Where Grizzly Mountain at the start was kind of like stop motion. I'd move a little bit, then I'd have to sit there and think, what do I need to press now?
Stevie, none of that was on purpose, just so you know.
That's okay. Did you lag or something, or?
Oh, yeah, multiple times.
I'm coming up to 90% full, so I'm going to go down the outer side of this row.
Your Wilhelmina was the first time that I tried to play a map the same time as you were making
Yeah.
videos, because I got so excited. I had some ideas I wanted to try.
Yeah.
That one was really, really.
I will
for
say
me.
there's been a lot of stuff on all the series I've done that I've wanted to do. I've just never got round to doing it. It's kind of like, oh, I've got an idea for this, this, and this, and then it's just never quite got to that point where I've been able to do it. My enhanced setting is slightly off that row.
So Peter, I might be permanently borrowing your pickup truck.
That's fine.
Which one? The
I'm gonna
3500?
be welding it to the trailer.
Yeah, my 3500. I told you. Someone told me that's like the best pickup truck in the game. I don't know.
It's brilliant.
It really is the best one. I think the thing is that
The
I'm backing
like
up, I'm
the
backing up.
bed you've got on it. When you add the fuel storage, that's the one I've got. It's so nice having 1500 liters of fuel.
yeah, the
stored.
thing with that truck is because it was a 19 truck that got converted. Like I'd forgotten that it was even that good on 19, and then on 22 it was like better.
And that one
Wow.
that come out right towards the end of 19, though, didn't it? That.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they had I think they were the NMC trucks, were the other three that I used to use.
Yeah.
There was like the three
Raptor.
different ones that, yep, the Chevy, Ford, and Dodge style
Yeah.
that they did.
Yeah, they had the NMC Scarab or something in the beginning. That thing was brilliant.
Yup.
Mark saying, I've enjoyed FS22 but not loved it. Otherwise YouTube hit the nail on the head when it became a pallet moving simulator. Yeah. Definitely at times it can feel like that. You do a lot of the productions.
So the lime is empty.
Why is my harvester not starting?
Or did you put the lime somewhere else besides the shed?
No,
Yeah.
there's lime in
Oh.
the silo down by the
Like
new
behind the
farm.
Yeah,
Oh,
behind the pig shed it's got lime and solid fertiliser in that silo.
okay, then
I bought 108,000 litres after the stream last time. Yeah, pallet moving simulator. No Man's Land. That's why I didn't enjoy No Man's Land as much, because I felt like it became pallet moving simulator, and I should have just set everything to auto sell as I got more stuff. But it's always one of those that you skip through the night, then you end up with an extra few million, and people are like, well, where did all that come from? So I was trying to avoid not earning too much money off camera, but then obviously a lot of videos became loading up pallets, delivering pallets, and I wasn't enjoying it myself as much. That's why when I did Mazovia, I wanted to more concentrate on just doing farming than letting productions get in the way.
I'm coming to get some more lime.
But having a auto load trailer that does 250,000 litres is handy on Interland.
Yes.
Which one's that?
The TLX
Phoenix?
reefer trailer.
Yeah.
It's got 250,000 litre auto load. Although it doesn't
Yeah,
do the
but it's-
pallets from Platinum expansion.
Yeah, he never updated it for those, but it does almost everything else.
Yeah. Well, that's the one I should have bought in today's video, and I didn't. I bought the wrong trailer for some reason, and didn't realise until after.
Okay, this is a genius bug. So when I strap down the fertilizer spreader on the trailer, it says that I've doubled the capacity, and it actually has double the lime. Although there's only half the lime in the spreader.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't have a personal save on FS. Literally, the only time I
But
play is on the live streams or when I'm recording, or if I'm on the community server.
Simply what I'm saying, Peter, I can run the fertilizer spreader empty, and it's still telling me that I've still got a full load. Like, so I can run it empty another time while it's empty. It
So
just cheats and gives me an extra load that I don't have to fill.
Yep.
Okay, I just saw Peter. Here, jump in the truck and you'll see what I mean.
No, I can't. I gotta get this emptied so I can get it back to them. Thank you.
Do you want me to lift you on the road?
Probably, yes, at this point.
Which silo you put in that? In the one at the other?
Yeah.
the other yard?
But there's a corn dryer there. You want me to
Yeah.
just do it at that
I
one?
don't know which one we've been using. I can't remember where we put the corn from the last field. Might be in that silo up there as well.
We can always combine them later. Let me put it down at this one. Let's run it from the woods as well.
This is a really nice, it gives me double capacity.
Yeah, so I don't have a personal save. I've got a few test saves where I'll just try mods out and try equipment out before I use it, usually in videos when I've got time. But if I do have any spare time to play FS, it's usually on the community server. So I don't have my own private save.
Testing mods always ends up adding it and then using it and then it breaks. Me getting annoyed and deleting it. That's testing.
Yeah, normally it's just load the mod into a test save, try and work out how it actually works first. Find out it doesn't do what you expect it to do,
Yeah,
and then end up just not using it.
that's
it's like-
basically what happens.
Sometimes the description sounds better than the actual mod itself.
Yeah, or opposite.
Or they get all this, they just copy all the real life information from a particular implement. I say, oh, that sounds good, it does this, and then you realise in game that it doesn't do any of that. It's like, well, what's the point in adding all that? I don't care what it does in real life, I want to know what it does in game.
Yeah.
How does it calculate this?
Uh,
18.
in real life, we work on a cow farm, we use cornstalk bales for bedding over winter because they hold the heat a lot better. Yeah, I've seen a few YouTubers baling up cornstalks, and that's what I was really hoping was going to be in that DLC, was cornstalk bales and equipment to like cut down the corn stalks and put them into a swath to then bale up.
So, it's instead of actually being double, it triples the capacity. That's nice.
I'm back to the field.
Have you finished that contract yet?
I went to go grab more lime.
We're both full, I think, Peter.
I'm calm.
Yeah. Well, rolling contracts
see.
done.
Peter just swerving back and forth.
Yeah, pretty much.
And wrapping the truck around telephone poles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that I haven't done that either. Done it plenty of times.
Oh, stop. Was that trailer full? 120,000 litres?
The first time, yeah.
So how much we got? 120,000 in that one, 84. So we've got 204,706 litres of corn so far off our two fields.
We'll have to deliver propane to both dryers, and then I think we sold it on the train last time.
Yeah, over
Made
winter
some
that
money.
was the best price, wasn't it?
It's almost winter again, so
Almost. I think it's one of those where the train's always slightly the best price because
usually,
it's
yeah.
on the train.
Unless there's a great demand. Come on, Stevie.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Minneapolis 508 currently for corn. Should be better in December, January, June showing the highest price.
It was wrong last year, though.
I'm back at the field. Going to finish it now.
Will you join me in, on the alfalfa, Klatreelg?
Yeah, I can do that if anyone else needs help.
Yeah. Are there anything we are needed for?
We're gonna need
Yes.
baling on this field eventually.
And I'll bale the cornstalks next, I suppose.
Okay. Alright, never mind. And just anything that gets us to the next field. Anything that's good money.
Wolf 1945, hello to you, welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. And as Aero says, if you're enjoying watching the stream, give a like. Yeah, I appreciate that, thank you for that. And yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, that does help out a little bit. And spread the video or the live stream to a few more people at least.
Oh, don't hit each other.
Shall we do the plowing contract then, Klatreelg?
Yeah, That is the same. We can do the alfalfa also.
But what is the cost for the second field?
654,000.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish this as fast as possible.
Well, we're all waiting on
1,000.
Storm to finish his lime contract. That's worth 120,000.
Yeah, I'm doing this time, but I'm not doing it again like this. It's a bit.
24 plowing contract, 61,000, right?
Yeah,
Well,
but my contract won't be enough alone.
We've got a.
No, I'm saying
We haven't sold the milk yet, have we?
no. Do that too.
We'll have the cornstalk bales because I don't think we need to keep any more
So we can sell
straw.
those. That'll get us close too.
So yeah, it shouldn't take us too long to get the rest of the money we need. And then we'll have a field of soybeans to harvest and some more soybean straw to bale up. Lots of baling. We have got 3 balers now.
Yeah, 3 fast balers.
Well, do we have 3 of the same balers now, do we? 3
Yeah.
new ones. Oh, nice.
3 quick bales. We've got 1
Good,
John
'cause-
Deere, 1 case, and then the big T's pink one.
Oh, yeah.
We spend a lot of time baling on this map because every crop drops for the most part. So
Well, I said after we finished the baling after last stream, we had 604 bales on the one baler, and then was it 408 on the other one?
Yeah.
So we had just
Yeah.
over 1,000 bales in total off the 2 balers. So we've done a lot of baling.
So time for upgrades.
Yeah.
And they make and wrap 180
Yeah,
bales, is it?
yeah, they do continuous 180s and wrap at the same time without
Nice.
stopping.
It's just brilliant.
You just have to remember to disable the round bale extension mod,
Yeah, that's
otherwise it stops when it fills. All-time favourite crops. Anything but root crops. Although
Yeah,
root
well-
crops are quite fun with the Colossus harvesters, especially the
Yes.
amount you get off them.
So is there a Colossus harvester for sugarcane?
No, but there is the 9-metre forage head for sugarcane, which I'll be using on hinterland when I do my sugarcane.
There's isn't there a new lizard cotton picker coming out?
Yeah,
Or-
Colossus
there's
cotton picker.
Yeah. Someone missed a bit over here. Just while same as you're still running.
It's a row of shame.
Yes, indeed.
I've got it, don't worry.
unload now. And
Yeah,
I'll
unload
bring it
my
over
last
to the dryer.
27 litres.
I need all of it. I'm gonna sell milk and get propane.
So that's the corn done and the first field harvested.
Guide you first. I'm gonna drive into.
I'm just trying to remember what button I need to press to fold up the header and switch it off.
So I would argue that this is quicker if I had it perfected from the start.
I still think you'd have been done by now
Yeah.
if you'd have
Me too.
just done it normally.
With a tractor, yeah.
Do we have a pressure washer down? Oh, we don't need a pressure washer, do we? We've got the
Peter gave me an idea and now I have to do that idea.
whip my hose out.
Just make sure you do that in private.
Yeah.
No one needs to see it.
Do it behind the tire or something.
But
Oh, actually, I've got out the combine. Oh no, I did. He whipped the hose out, getting out the combine with the side panel again. I think it's one or the other. I can't remember. I'll have a look. It's been a while since we got these combines. I can't remember what configuration it's in. It just says wheel setup duals. So yeah, whatever wheel setup duals is.
4-wheel drive. Top left.
I didn't see that. There you go, 4-wheel drive. Right, that's that done. So we need to earn a little bit more money before we can buy the next field, and hopefully it won't get harvested before we actually buy it. Just check it's...
Client contracts are worth the most, and then selling the milk, right?
Yeah. Or the bales if we start baling up.
I'm going to start baling up the cornstalks now. I'll try
That'll
out
be
our
good
new,
money.
I'll try out our new John Deere quick bale.
I'll grab the case one and...
We'll really annoy the purists, right? You'll drive a case with the John Deere baler, and I'll drive the John Deere case baler.
There you go.
There will be no one annoyed because you're pleasing both.
As well.
Using both John Deere and the case.
Oh.
It's like putting a case header on a John Deere combine.
Oh, I accidentally tabbed to the to another tractor while I was trying to zoom out the camera.
It's real funny how people get annoyed when you use a John Deere header on a case combine.
Everything's got to match.
Yes, you put case on John Deere and John Deere on case.
Everything needs to be colour selectable for me though, now. So I can match everything up regardless of what brand it is.
The school finally got back their John Deere tractor.
The selectable colour configuration mod is awesome. I am using that a lot now on Hinterland, everywhere where possible.
It's brilliant. I've got a a galvanized green McHale or a McCormick and a galvanized green Fant.
I've got a carbon fibre John Deere.
That's like
Well,
it's
the
very
John Deere you can change the colour of it, but it doesn't change the decal colour. So I couldn't do the safety yellow because obviously you won't be able to see the decal. So I thought, oh, I'll do it in carbon black instead, and do the wheels yellow. So it's kind of the opposite of what the case is with the black wheels and this yellow case. I've got black John Deere with yellow wheels. Big thank you for the subscription. Apologies I didn't see who it was. Just missed it on screen. Well, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Those
I'm
combines are absolutely brilliant. Yeah, they are nice combines. Really cheap as well to get started with.
So it was indeed very much slower and stuff, but I enjoyed it.
Stuck behind a slow John Deere.
I did put on my left-hand indicator for you to overtake me, but you obviously didn't see me.
Oh, I guarantee if I try and overtake you, I'll have a lag spike. I'll end up crashing.
Yeah, we both get taken out.
They had a John Deere at school. They got it back today, but it had seat warming, just not the kind that you want.
Seat warming.
Yeah, it started burning under the seat.
Oh, jeez.
The fuse box went up. So
That
they
is-
were lucky enough to get it out and get it fixed, but it's not too nice having your
They used to have a heated seat in one of the Liebherr cranes we had, and the one bloke used to have it on full all year round.
sit in there in the summer, you get a nice and sweaty bum.
Yeah.
Stevie, you left your new tractor running.
My new tractor? Or my new
Yeah,
truck?
it's been. No, your tractor. It's been running for a while. You got 7 hours on it now.
My
Which are the articulated John Deere?
Yeah.
No, I think that's 7 hours of hard work that I've done with that tractor.
No, it might have been me accidentally started the engine when I tabbed into it just.
my tractor doesn't have AC, but it does have a roof window and the back window. So I like open the roof window and the back window, and the wind goes through. And that's my air conditioning. Okay, I pop this right here.
Just set it to 180s.
Big leg spike.
Get it unfolded.
What's this? This is a free
Uh,
turn.
And it does not pick up cornstalks.
What?
I knew that was gonna happen.
No.
sucks. That's the problem we had with the fast bale last week too.
No.
We were trying.
Oh, so we haven't got any bailers then.
No.
Well, it means we've got to get, because it does do the alfalfa and stuff, it says.
We'll have to test that too then.
Yeah, it's
Look.
the only thing it says that it doesn't do is cornstalks.
Oh, seriously? Oh, none of the other balers show they do anything.
No, that's the problem probably. These ones do show what they take.
Oh, it does cut sugar beet, total mixed ration, chaff. Don't know why you'd put those on there when it seems a bit stupid adding those. So maybe that's why it's not, because it's got a custom bale. Right. Well, these balers are apart from grass, alfalfa. I don't know. It says alfalfa and clover, but I don't know if it'll pick up the alfalfa on this map.
We'll have to try it.
Because I think that might be the
Me and
alfalfa.
Klatreelg, yeah. Me and Klatreelg will soon know
Yeah,
if it takes alfalfa.
because I don't know if it's the alfalfa and clover on this map is slightly
No.
different to what it's set to. Oh, that's annoying. That was a anticlimax. I was looking forward to using this baler.
Big T, do you guys want me to start gathering it?
No, we manage.
So, can we buy our Vermeer balers back from the used equipment?
Yep,
Yes.
they're still there. That'll be enough. No.
So do we want to get rid of 2 of the fast balers then and leave the 1? Just keep 1 of the fast balers in case.
Well, we'll keep big T's because if we can use it for
Yeah.
grass and grass
Yeah.
hay and stuff, at least we've got one for when we do that.
Well, that
Yeah.
means that we've got enough money to
So
buy.
even if we only use it for grass hay, and if it does work for alfalfa and clover, it should work for regular straw as well.
Yeah, you
It's
guys
just corn stalks and obviously soybean straw. We won't be able to use it for.
Yeah, do you want me to take those 2 balers on the trailer down to the shop, or just sell them?
No, it's okay. I'll bring my one down because I'll have to go down and pick up a baler now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you gotta swap.
Well, I'm going to use my pickup to bring one baler down and one baler back because I'm not driving 20 miles per hour to the shop.
Yeah, it might be worth just adding. I imagine because it's got sugar beet cut and TMR, it's got a custom bale
Yeah.
XML file for what it can do. So it hasn't got the standard. Which you'd think it'd still have the standard base game crops and then those as additional ones.
We just add it? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be just a line of text in the XML file. Or just add in cornstalk so it recognises it. So yeah, we don't sell these 2 yet. We'll keep them if
Down
we
in
can
the
get it
store.
working for next time.
Well, that means that we're 100 grand short again.
Or we could sell them and then just buy them back next time.
Yeah, I think that's probably better.
Because they are 60 grand each, so that's 120. Although we won't get that much back for them.
You're switching tractors, Stevie.
Yeah.
You're taking the Kubota.
No.
What then? Oh, you're
Taking
taking the
the free truck.
The tree
Free
truck.
truck.
Free truck.
How much do we get back for them?
If
53.
you, yeah, 53.
Here, 1 second, I'm gonna sell the milk, and then we'll be.
Don't sell my John Deere bale yet. I'll sell it down the store.
Wrong one. I was just going to add the difference in for now for the rounded off to 13,000. Green command not found. Oh, it's because I'm not signed in as admin.
What was it that I was thinking? What should I do?
Wrong password. I didn't know it was going to tell me that. Let me get out first before I do this.
Put the milk gun in a minute. How much you need for the field? 6 something?
654.
Gonna be
I will-
close.
I will definitely have it once I sell this baler now.
I might get us there before you. We're there.
Good. Yeah.
You ready to buy it?
Nice one. 88,912. Was that a full tank of milk load or just a bit short?
It was a full tank of milk, and there's an extra 1,000 back at the farm still.
Right, so second field for today purchased. There we go. So we own quite a bit now. I think we'll concentrate on getting some equipment upgrades. I think we've got enough land for next year at least now.
I'll start harvesting the soybeans. So I have something to harvest.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And we can might get the others get their big tractors as well.
I want a big harvester.
A big hose. And get you a
Well,
big
if the-
horse.
If the harvester comes with a big
Oh,
horse.
harvester. I thought you said a big hose.
Well, if that comes with a big harvester attached to it, then that would be nice.
Yeah, well, I'll have a look at the XML files of those balers, see if we can adjust it, or just set them back to standard crop types, because I've got no interest in baling total mixed ration or sugar beet cut with them.
What's this? What's
I
the
can see that
weather?
being a benefit with the stationary baler, because you can tip into it, but you're going to drive over a pile of total mixed ration to bale up, just doesn't seem worth it.
Did you already pick up on the baler, Sim?
Yeah.
Our barley field needs rolling. Field 34.
Rolling.
Rolling.
How much propane do we need?
Did you not see me drive past you on your way down?
No.
I cheated and teleported it back to the farm. Riley's saying, hey Sim, loving the visitors.
Videos, maybe.
I saying visitors? Is that videos or is it the you lot? Are you visiting my farm?
Damn, autocorrect. That often happens to me as well, where you have actually typed exactly the word that you want, and you hit space, and it changes the word completely. And you're like,
Yeah.
no.
So early on in my marriage, I changed some autocorrect words in my wife's phone, so that it would do that automatically to her.
Yeah, that sucks.
It was really funny,
It's
actually.
funny for you, but it sucks for her when she doesn't know what's happening.
It didn't matter for text messages, but I didn't think about the fact that she uses her phone for like work emails. So that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's all good. She's still married to me, so.
We on the school laptops we like flipped all the screens and then logged out, so like everything was upside down.
Oh yeah.
The teachers got annoyed.
Oh, this is going to be annoying as well. Is we don't have the rain baler extension mod on here now. I'm gonna have to remember to manually stop when it's full.
And a few
No.
last week we changed one of our classmates' PC to Arabic, and we're still not able to change it back.
Fatima, must have paid her a lot of money for you to marry her.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hi, Stevie.
Hey, buddy.
Why is this? It's in the zone.
Yeah. I still forgot. It's beeping away at me and I still forgot to stop.
I don't have the sound on, so I'm like halfway across the field, and then I'm like, oh wait, then I have to go back.
Well, I heard it
That
start
mod is-
beeping and I was expecting it to stop, even though I just said it's not going to stop.
Yeah, but it's not as obnoxious as it's in real life.
Fanatics saying no offense, it's just a joke.
I know, because we do round baling here. And the person that drives the round baler, he's a bit deaf and somehow doesn't hear the beep. Whilst I'm driving a tractor beside him and I hear the beep with ear protectors on, I'm like...
So
"That
some
thing's beeping
people
again."
don't hear the frequency of beeps
No, he does
as
hear
well
it,
as
he
other
just
people.
ignores it.
Well, that's the thing.
And
Your
then-
brain can filter it out if you get used to it.
Yeah, and then there's me sitting in another tractor with ear protection and music on. And
It's
I'm
always
hearing the
amazing
beep.
me those people in supermarkets when I'm in there and the beeping constantly is like, how do you do a full day
Yeah.
in a supermarket? I was like, all I can hear is beep beep beep
Yeah,
beep constantly. It's like, nope.
no,
Well,
but
I was
those
saying
beeps
you
are
just get
so
used to it, that you hear
Yeah,
it
but
but
the-
you don't hear it.
beeps for balers are so, or the one we've got is stupidly loud.
I've done it again. Now it's auto ejected the bale.
It's okay. I just spent 20 minutes trying to fill a propane trailer that didn't work because it's full of gas already that I didn't realize. I'm like picking the thing up because I think it's in a different marker. Ugh.
So that
It's-
tank has got fuel in it.
Yeah, I don't remember why. Oh, because Storm ran out of gas on the other
Huh?
side of the map at one point.
Oh yeah,
Why do you not just use easy dev refill it? Or is that one of those you can only do if you're admin?
You can only do it if you're admin. And we didn't have a mobile fuel trailer. And yeah.
I vaguely remember, yeah. What sucks in real life, balers don't shut off when they are full, they just overfill and get clogged up. Yeah, fortunately we don't have that problem in game.
Jeez.
Is the baler working, Big T?
It is. Very good baler. I haven't used it before now.
So it's working for
Just,
alfalfa on here.
Yeah.
Nice
No
one.
problem at all.
Well, at least we know it works for some things.
where have we got a truck and trailer?
The bales are even pink too.
Oh, brilliant.
Nice.
Tractor.
Pink.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, pink tractor, pink baler, pink bales.
And
Pink
pink. And pink number plate.
You're
You're
not.
gonna have to start wearing
Especially-
pink clothes there, Big
I'm
T.
gonna say you've got
Yeah.
pink
Maybe I
clothes on.
should put some pink
Pink
clothes.
Yeah,
You
you
change
need
the
a
name. Pink tea farmer.
Pink tea farmer.
Mr. Pink. It's like, well, why do I got to be Mr. Pink?
pink.
Oh wow. Pete,
What did I do?
what's that case of yours got on that quad tracker? Turbo or something?
No.
Like when you press the forward key, it like shoots forward.
I mean, that's cool. It didn't do that before.
It's very quick acceleration.
Sim, what sort of equipment do you have? Equipment on the game? On this particular save? Or equipment as in setup?
180 bale sim, yeah?
Yeah. Try and get that. Oh, wrong way.
It has a great pickup width
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, it's slightly wider than standard, so you don't miss as much.
Yeah. But I don't see that as anything unrealistic, because when you actually are picking up grass for bales, somehow it's attached to the grass is attached a little out on the sides, so
Yeah.
when you pick it up it will
Drag
drag
in.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the base
Drag in
game,
some
the
of
base
it.
game widths just need slightly widening. It's not even that much.
Yeah.
It just
No.
they just need widening. It's not it's just ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done it again.
You're so used to that mod.
I know.
I don't see the problem by stopping.
Yeah, because you don't have to stop, Big T.
No, I don't. I'm just driving.
It's why your
Uh,
baler would have been ideal for this field.
Yeah.
On this game save, we've got all of us have got our own medium tractor. So I've got this case. Peter's got a Kubota M8. Stevie's got a John Deere.
And a John Deere.
Storm's got a John Deere, which he never uses.
No,
Never.
only when I have to help Stevie.
Big
It's
T's got
there
a
if-
pink Valtra.
Yeah, and I've got a color changing pickup.
Klatreelg's got a Deutz-Fahr, and then we've got a articulated John Deere, which is Stevie's large tractor. The Quad-Track Steiger, which is
That's the big T's.
Peter's big tractor, and then I've got a twin track Cat. We've got 3 case combines that we were using earlier. We've got 2 Mack trucks, grain trailers, TLX trailers. We've all got our own pickup trucks.
We've got stupid many pickup trucks.
Well, yeah, technically Stevie's got 2.
I got 2, yeah.
Peter's got 2
Peter's-
currently because one's broken in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, oh, I've done it again.
Yeah,
Waiting
we're
an
6 people
update.
and we've got 8 cars, pickups, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, we do have quite a bit of equipment on here. Oh, we've got John Deere seed drill planters, which planter we haven't really used that much. To be honest, I think we've only actually used it once.
We could really do with having a second seed drill.
Second seed drill. We've got 2 seed drills.
Oh, we do,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that.
You did
My
a
bad.
109 acre sowing contract
Yeah.
last time with 2 of them.
Right, my bad. I forgot. You forget.
But
Fine.
Why was that? Was that what the field was? 109 acres.
Something like that, wasn't it? Was it field? Which one did you do? Field 42?
42, yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure it's 109. Does it actually?
It's a big field, all right.
I cannot find this trigger to empty the propane into this thing.
Oh, field 42 is coming up as a sowing contract. So I
So what now?
thought that was when you did last time.
I was
It
gonna
is
say,
one,
didn't
yeah.
you guys showed it last time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
95.6 acres it's showing on there, but it's just
Yeah.
come up as a sowing contract again.
What's the
Even
one?
though
So this
Even though it's growing. So
Why would you?
it's got wheat in that's growing, but there's a sowing contract come up on it again.
I wonder if you took the sowing contract, would it actually maybe just delete?
Yes. The farmer will go and spray it, cultivate it, and then
Yeah, he'll quickly go out and cultivate the growing wheat, and then you can then sow it.
Probably sow it again with wheat, is it?
no, yes.
Yeah, wheat again.
He just wants to be done with a bigger tractor or a different tractor.
Oh, it didn't cancel. Yeah, the field's now changed to cultivated. Strange.
He didn't like it.
That's a big value contract, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 117,000.
Yeah, but if that keeps happening though, it just suggests that the contract system's a bit messed up still.
It is.
Because again, double fertilising contracts. Fields coming up that show they need liming when they've already got lime on them. We had the one field was growing with sorghum, even though it's the wrong time of the year for sorghum to be planted. I don't know if that's... Oh, I've done it again. Right, must stop when I hear the beep. Oh. So if it was just a case of I could just quit out the game and enable a mod and come back in, I would. Well, we've got quite a few of our own fields to worry about now anyway, so
Yeah.
we'll probably doing less contracts. So ideally, before we get the end of October, which I don't think we'll get time to do, would have been to put some more barley into one of these new fields. So we've got a bit more barley for the beer production.
And
I
the
think
chickens.
I think we need barley if we want to get chickens, and the whiskey, was that one take barley as well?
Oh, okay, Peter, did you just wrap it around another telephone pole?
Mm-hmm.
I was looking on the map and I just saw it.
I didn't even want to go that direction.
I saw it going around and around and around. I was like, he's pulling.
Every week I forget this truck can't stop when it's got a trailer full.
Oh, the Mack truck.
Did you change it?
No, that's not on this one.
No, we've still got the standard ones on here.
Yeah, but I mean, you did change that truck, didn't you?
Yeah, we don't have it on here yet.
No.
Oh,
Does the baler work on alfalfa big T?
yeah.
Nice.
It's just the corn stalk and soybean straw it won't work on. Which is what we've got most to do at the moment.
That's no match for our mother,
That looks brilliant.
our own mother. No problem, I think.
No problem. One that just drove into a fence.
Absolutely brilliant, Peter. Having that big, ginormous trailer and then that small.
Well, I actually need the small trailer because the big trailer can't even unload propane. That's.
Yeah, that big trailer
I'm not
doesn't
having a
do.
good time today, guys.
The big trailer doesn't do propane or methane.
No, it'll take it, they can't unload it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Strange.
pretty big problem. So we'll make it work. It's no big deal.
well, we have some half decent equipment on here. What I should have really done is, rather than buy these back, I should have just got the selectable bale capacity mods, square balers.
They didn't work.
Oh,
yeah,
true.
they might
True.
have
Actually, last time when I tried one of those, it was picking up stuff off the ground, but wasn't actually registering in the baler
worked.
for some reason.
Yeah, the cornstalk's unique. Some issues.
I think that's pretty much doing what it was doing when I tried the forage harvesters with picking up alfalfa off the ground. It'd pick it up, but then it just disappeared. Like it wouldn't actually come out the other end of the forage harvester.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it was like registering that it had to pick the crop up, but then it just didn't know what to do with it when it had picked it up. Like, yeah, I can pick this up, but I don't know what it is.
This field is a lot bigger than I thought, and this combine is a lot smaller than I thought.
Yeah, it's quite a big field.
It's the same. It's the same combine every week.
Yeah, but I'm not using it every week. Because it's too small for my
Yeah,
life.
we have got 3 of them. You could set a
Alright.
worker off and then go and grab a second one.
If you give me 20 minutes, I'll drive through the woods, drop this stuff off, and then I'll help you.
I didn't realise we was going to get the rest of the money that quick. Well, it may have been a while before we could start harvesting it.
I'll be there in a few minutes, Storm.
Nice.
I'm just gonna put these away.
We'll have to
Or at least put them up at that farm.
try and just make do with the corn we've got, because I don't think we can do any more planting. Oh, we could do some wheat, but I don't think we need wheat. Well, I
We can't
suppose
do any more barley, no?
this is the last month we can sow barley.
I'll have to do it today.
We could sow wheat. If we get chickens, we could just use the wheat, because we can do
I,
that next month.
Backed up into a ditch. Stevie might have got it on camera.
Or
No.
actually, we could do sorghum next year for chicken feed.
My tractor started, or my harvester started rolling back.
And then just keep the barley for the whiskey production.
Yeah.
And does our field 43 need to be ploughed, does it? That's the
Four-
one we had corn in.
44 will
probably.
need. Yeah, the smaller field we had corn in last time that we. Yeah, 43 will need ploughing.
Yeah, 43 needs plowing and 44 needs plowing. And then 44 and 45 both need lime.
34 needs rolling.
Rolling. There's
Got a
quite a
lot
lot
of-
to do.
A lot of stuff hanging out at this farmyard up here.
Which one?
Didn't we buy another farmyard just so we could store all the equipment and not have this
Yeah.
massive equipment up here?
Yeah, well, I think we need to organise it a bit
Every-
better.
Buy
I'll say
another,
the spreaders can all come down to this farm down this end now. We've got that silo with the lime and fertiliser in.
yeah.
Farmer group saying case is number 1. Oh.
No,
When
the thing that's number 1 is a John Deere harvester with a case header or a case header.
I'll say some people might disagree with that statement.
Yeah, no, screw both of them, just go for Valtra.
Go for Fent 1050 all day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know it depends on what you're doing. But if you want to have it for driving, then Fent is the nicest.
Doesn't matter what you're doing, just get a Fent 1050 anyway. 500 horsepower.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It's not that good in the forest.
It's too big.
You have a small. All you have in your little farm is a small little square baler, and you want a 1050 in front of it.
Yeah, you're gonna be blowing up that baler.
You'd have the tractor sitting on idle, working the PTO, going around the field.
It's gonna say you're gonna have bales shooting 100 meters out the back of that baler.
I think you'd have a square baler exploding itself first, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be out in the field and there's just a person at the farm catching the bales and the parts.
I'll be alright. Once I find a colour selectable 1050.
There is one.
Yeah, there is one, but there's the one that I had
As
the
long-
problem where you can't fill seed drills with it.
Yeah, that's the one I meant, I think. Those are so annoying. I had that on the tractor. It's on that I think it's the MAN, like the Phoenix, the IT runner. That thing's got a backup camera. I just deleted it.
Yeah.
On XMaps. Like those options I delete since they're just annoying.
Oh.
Which ends up with me not having any original mods because I all added them to get them to my liking.
Yeah, the backup camera I find's a bit pointless.
Yeah, that's one thing I find nice about Farming Simulator. Like, you can change the mods so easy. There's many games where
Well,
it's
there's a
really
mod
hard to
there's a mod
change.
on ModHub that disables additional cameras.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know.
That's it.
but
They were saying that in the magazine today too. I don't know if any of you guys got a chance to read it yet, but
No.
no.
they're talking about how, like, on purpose, every mod is open source so that it can be changed or you can learn from it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you want to change a mod to your liking, it's just a few clicks of a button and you can change it however you want.
Well, that's probably
Yeah.
one of the better ways to start, especially with XMLs and those, going through and editing a mod
Yep.
Yeah.
and
That's how I've
understanding then what does what and
evolved. That's how I've learned to do a bit more in Giants Editor.
well then obviously when it comes to 3D modelling that's a whole different thing. Well, the 3D modelling side I can do, which is just
I can't.
getting the XML
I
files all set up for one.
was gonna say, I can change files.
I wouldn't be able to
Like-
build a vehicle like a tractor, do all the animations and
No, I can
All that.
change stuff.
no, I
like
could
XML
build
numbers.
a farmhouse and a bale shed.
I
Some
can't.
sheds.
I
Oh.
can delete stuff and change stuff. I can't add
I can help. I can help you with the XMLs and Luas and all that stuff. If you do models, I'll do the other parts.
Yeah, I just need to get the texturing sorted. I've got a few on Blender that I built for FS19 because I could never
I-
find a building I liked exactly, so I built my own. Well, I just never got round to
Nice.
fully texturing them all. And it was like a case of trying to get them actually in game.
Well, if you
Well, Peter, I do the making of the idea and then you make the idea.
What,
That's
so,
how-
that does happen quite a bit.
so what we need is someone to put our logos on our trucks.
That's
My-
it's quite simple to do.
My dad was
Yeah.
playing, he managed to do that.
I mean, if it's already got like a decal option on there, then it's fairly easy to add.
He had it on a flat surface.
So like the Jeep, because it's now got the decals on, you could easily add another texture file that'll use as a decal on your truck.
Yeah, I'm horrible at
I
that
think
kind
you
of
need to
stuff.
create it as a can't remember what it's called now in GE Giants Editor that you put it down as.
EDS file, I think.
Mhm.
But I think Stevie, we would need like a crew logo for all of
Yeah.
us, and that could be
I-
like the actual farm logo.
Yeah,
And put it on everything. Put it on all our tractors and put it on the balers and the trailers and
Every building we buy,
Not-
we'll just throw it on the side of it,
yeah.
spray
Not
paint it on the
only-
road.
Not only on the balers, on the bales too. Like one
Yeah,
side
the
of the
bales.
one side of the bale says Stevie and the other side says Sim, and then
I did try to do that before and on the wrap bales, adding my logo to the end of the wrap
That would
bales.
be cool.
that would be brilliant.
Okay, you can do it if you get the right texture file.
I would add my face to one of the bales and then build a person, and then play bowling with my own face.
Wait, bowling.
You missed all the bowling on Ohio on Friday night, Storm.
Oh no, I saw
Yeah.
it. I saw the videos.
There's
I
no
re-
videos. I don't know what you're talking about.
I
Fanatic
rewatched
saying
it
I'm a
many
JD guy,
times.
but statistically Echo is the best. Echo.
Yeah, Echo is pretty good. The only thing is, well, that's like in general with tractors and excavators. If I take the key from home, I can go to school and start the tractor at school.
I can't speak about real life because I've never operated any tractors or farm equipment. I was saying on the cranes we used to use at work, I did prefer the Liebers over the Cat and the other ones we had, which I will not name because YouTube will probably think I'm saying something different.
Which brand has it that makes it excavator? Oh yeah, I think I might know which one you mean. The one that starts with the H.
No, it starts with an F. F-U, F-U-C-H-S.
Never heard of that brand.
There's actually an oil brand that exact same name.
It's Terex, owned by Terex. That was awful. I really hated those. They used to
We used
shake you
lot-
around like crazy, especially when you got the cab fully up in the air. And you'd put the grab into the scrap and it'd just come through the whole machine and bounce the cab around. It used to make me feel seasick.
We use a lot
Yeah.
of Volvos. Those are nice.
I'd legit crap myself in that. I don't like heights.
Yeah,
Well, at least you're trapped into a tiny box at the higher. In
Yeah,
a
it was-
tiny glass box.
still scary
High
though
up
when
in the
you
sky.
just look out and you
Yeah.
realise how high up you are. Some of the
Yeah.
people, they stopped it after a while that you had to close the door all the time. Well, some of them used to operate with the doors open, and I'd be like, nope.
Oh,
Uh-uh. You don't know what a reach truck is, Sim? It's normally used inside warehouses
Yeah.
for stacking pallets up high, where literally you go up with it.
Yeah,
I-
so you can
I used to
see
work-
exactly.
Yeah, I used to work in a warehouse doing that, and going up near the top of the warehouse, you nearly touch the roof,
Nope.
and you forks in, and you grab a heavy pallet, and the whole thing kind of just leans to the side of it. You're like, no,
Nope.
just, nope, get me down.
oh,
Yeah.
we've got a small wheel loader at school, and we had a full pallet of bricks, and it was literally me standing on the back of the wheel loader to keep the back wheels just touching the ground so we could steer it.
No, I
Not
couldn't
proud to
do
say, but
anything
I've done
like
that as well.
I'd have to feel 100% secure to do anything like that. I used to hate just going up in the cherry pickers at work to change the light bulbs in the inside the warehouse.
Or what's worse is if you're doing like a stock take, and you're up high in the cherry pickers, and the guy that's in it with you realizes you're afraid of heights, and he starts
Yeah.
rocking.
Oh, yeah.
rocking. I
Oh,
was,
we
I was,
were
I was doing that
always-
as well before. And next thing your man was in the cherry picker with me, and he goes, oh, we're at as high as we can go now. Oh, one second now, I need to go a bit higher. And there he is, standing up in the very top of the two bars on the side of it. You're like, if you fall, you're dead.
The worst ones
Do you
are the genies that obviously like come out away from the base.
Yeah,
Like,
Those are awful.
Like Clarkson's Farm,
Yeah.
season 2, that episode. Thought they were going down. Stevie, were you harnessed in those? Because like I've done that in warehouses here, and you have to wear
yeah, you have to wear.
you have to have a
5-point
harness.
harness.
You have to be
And
clipped
be
on.
strapped in.
You have to be clipped onto the rail on the inside of it. It's the same with
Yeah, you fall
the
out and you just dangle.
if you got
Fun.
like the basket on the front of
You've
a
done that.
forklift truck, you have to
Yeah,
have a harness on. You have to be clipped into the basket. That has to be fully locked onto the forks.
I don't know what you call it, but you know the things you build on the sides of the building to like go up.
scaffolding.
Yeah, we had that. We were building that at school, and I had to wear a harness. And the teacher said, if you fall down, the harness won't save you because you're not high enough up.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I wearing a harness then?
It's just for the looks.
We used to have them at work. We used to have a container tilter. It's like the 20-foot containers. Used to stand them
yeah.
up on end so they could load them with the crane. And we had to build a platform so they could access the top of it to lock the doors when it was full. Before they tilted it back down, obviously, so everything didn't fall out. And we had to build a platform that had a set of steps that like was movable, so you could move them out of the way. And we had to build a harness rail thing. And I was like, I said to the bloke operating it, you know, this has never been tested. it may not even take the weight of a person if you fall off. So just be careful.
I've left a baler at the soybean field if someone wants to bale up the straw.
Yeah, there's a lot of straw here to do.
It's
Lot of
very
straw.
reassuring
Yeah, I can
getting to
help
hear
with that.
that
Well,
it's
we-
never been tested.
Yeah, it was never tested to actually like given a safety rating or anything. And they used to send this poor little kid up there about 14 times a day to close up these container doors.
That's like when we are out driving with the four-wheelers in the mud. It's like, it's probably safe to drive through there. But
And
nobody
those
knows.
containers on especially on the doors, because it's just flat steel, slippy when wet. You've got no safety barriers around it because there's no way to put anything up.
Yeah, but that's when you like go to drive through a puddle and it's like, nobody knows how deep it is.
That's why you always go around the outside.
No, you just go full speed through the middle and hope that you are okay.
My friend did that once with his Jeep. Sucked up all kinds of great things into his engine because he didn't realize how deep it was going to be. I was like, just go around the outside first.
Yeah.
And then he got stuck in the middle of the puddle.
Always drive through deep any sort of water that's covering the road cautiously.
Yeah.
You get some clowns that think, oh, I'll just go through full speed, and then they get so far and stop.
Yeah, or they like, the water breaks them so much that they start turning and break stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Finalizing, I used to clean skyscraper windows. Just the thought of that is enough to make my legs go a bit jelly.
Yeah.
With
It's
loads of
scary
fun,
enough.
stand up with toes hanging off the edge of the buildings. Oh
I
no.
was gonna say, it's scary enough being inside the buildings, let alone being hung on the outside of the building.
Yeah,
My
no.
uncle did something like that, and he said what was wild is if you're on the outside of the building and you're that high up and you look at the building actually goes with the wind.
Yeah.
So you can see it actually rotate or like rock in
No.
place.
Oh,
No, thank you.
Yeah.
yeah, no, that scares me.
Or what's even bad enough is, Joe, if you watch any of these videos that lads doing that parkour on
Yeah.
buildings and they
Yeah.
have the camera on their head and you're like, just running next and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
One bad move and it's all over.
Yeah, especially when they're like jumping from rooftop to rooftop. And it's like, yeah, that gap's
I'm
a bit
very
pretty big.
pleased with having my 2 feet on the ground.
I used to be pretty good at the long jump when I was at school, but I could never jump anything that high. Even if I knew
Nope.
I could make it, I just wouldn't be able to do it.
You know, I'd probably chicken out halfway through, like halfway to the other side, and being like, oh no. Or just like start to stop before you hit the edge and then you fall off because you didn't start stopping
Yeah.
early enough.
Or
Oh,
you
why
trip
left this all
right
the
at
way
the
over
last
here?
minute. Good evening, Sim. Good morning for you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you in the chat. Notice you've been on the community server quite a bit as well, so thank you for that. So I'm usually on the community server on my second PC, which I don't have Discord set up on yet, so I can't join the chat, which is a little bit annoying at sometimes. Especially I know if you
Like all,
for those on console because they can't access the in-game text chat.
it's like old times before we had the chat when you
Yeah.
started that server. I had to guess what each other were doing.
Yeah. Do it again.
You're gonna get so good at baling manually, and you're gonna go back to one of your other maps where you have, it's gonna stop you, and you're gonna be like, "What the heck?"
How fast do you go, Peter? You probably go 30. You go just as fast as me.
What on the in this?
Yeah, when you go full
Those-
speed. With,
This will go 20,
This
yeah,
is
this thing goes
soybean
22, I
straw.
think.
20 miles, not kilometers.
Yeah, no, I know.
So this is from our soybeans. It does look quite dark and looks more like a pile of mud with a bit of straw stuck in it.
It's that clay texture, I
Yeah.
think, as Stevie put it last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just stuffing clay and dirt and stuff in your bale.
Pretty much.
Sorry, we're replacing the balers anyway.
And hoping there's not bricks falling out the back.
What I'm used from some farmers.
That's what
Yeah.
always gets me as well. Do people in real life actually windrow, like rake up straw? Because I just
No.
imagine, doesn't it just rake up a load of dirt and bricks and that off the top of the surface of the soil?
No, it doesn't rake up that much. We, like, in game, when you see like raking up 2 swaths, you get a ginormous thing. But some fields here, we rake up an entire field.
Of straw,
1 swath.
like after
Yeah,
harvest?
no, of hay.
No, I
into,
don't
like,
mean
one
hay, I mean
swath.
a straw on a harvested
I don't-
field. Do people actually
don't
windrow
know.
straw?
I don't think so.
No,
I've never
not
seen
in
it done
Norway.
either.
Because I know a lot of
Yeah.
people do it in game. I was just wondering, is it actually something people do in real life?
No.
Because I
Don't
imagine
think so.
like that bare soil texture underneath being run over with a rake probably does drag a lot of crap into the straw.
Yeah, I would think so.
That and a lot of the crop fields, they'd be bumpy from the ridges with the
Yeah.
combine in them, so you'd probably break a lot more of the little teeth on the rake.
Yeah, on the windrower.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. I see a lot of people do it in FS. But it's like one of those things I don't think I've ever seen like a video of anybody doing it. I just wondered if it was is it actually something real life farmers do?
Not that I know of.
But in the likes of in FS, if you're only joining, say, 2 swaths together, you're not saving any time
No.
because you're driving around the field once with the rake, and then you're driving around once with the baler. So
Yeah.
you may as well just go around twice with the baler.
Yeah, unless you're doing like 3 or 4 swaths.
Yeah, unless
Yeah.
you got 3 swaths plus, then
Yeah.
there is little point to swathing up. Which is what I tried to explain to somebody on Mazovia. I was asking why I wasn't using the rake, and I was like, well, it only does 2 swaths, so it's not saving any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, then there's no point. But if you're actually saving time, then there's a point.
Aero saying that we've done it, but that was after a corn harvest. We set the tines to just be above the ground to avoid getting too much garbage in the bale. That kind of makes sense if you can adjust the height of the
Yes.
rake so it's
Pretty easy to
just
adjust
slightly
those
above the
things.
ground. Hey, I was just wondered if it was something that was actually ever done.
There's probably people that do it, but it's probably not too common either.
It's had the same issue that you had last time, Storm,
was
where
gonna
I
say,
harvested through something and it
yeah,
didn't
'cause you-
register that it picked up or wasn't swathing.
I was gonna say you were going stupid fast for that little tiny bit.
Yeah,
I was wondering.
and then it
if-
came back as I drove past it.
Yeah,
Same
I
as
saw
last
that.
week.
I was wondering if you cheated somehow, but it was
No.
working. Again.
It's
Yes.
got to be. I don't remember which one you were in last time, but it's got to be the same harvester you were in.
Don't know.
I'll try doing it again.
I've had that happen a few times on my multiplayer when I've been recording on my own, where it's visually for the one game, it's the crop's still there, when the other one it looks like it's going,
Yeah, it's weird.
but it's not actually picking anything up. Dylan's in there saying, hey, how are you doing? I'm doing very well, thank you, hope you are too, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great week. So we've got 29 bales so far between the 2 fields. plus what Stevie's done and what Klatreelg's doing, so that's quite a lot more bales to sell. I think how much we ended up last time with about 80 odd bales off those fields.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was multiple trailer loads.
I say if we'd have realised how much longer we was going to stay on after last week's stream, I'd have carried on streaming for a bit, because we ended up finishing off the corn harvest, was it soybean harvest, baling it all up, selling all the bales.
Yeah.
We were on for
Getting
another
a free truck.
couple of hours or so, weren't we?
It was almost 3 hours. That's why I was like, I'll just make it into another video because there was that much content.
I don't realise we was going to do that. I'd have just gone and let the dogs out and carried on streaming afterwards.
We just got carried away.
Yeah. Well, it's always one of those, oh, we'll just finish this 3 hours later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go to lay down and go to sleep, and you're like, oh, I could do one more field. Hang on.
It's a bit
I'll
like
sleep
on the
tomorrow.
community server when we first started, you get the contracts like, well, I'll just borrow the equipment for that contract as well, I'll have 2 combines to do. And then you're like, 3 hours later you realise, well, yeah, I've got twice as much harvesting to do.
Yeah, I always forget about the part where it is that if I borrow that machine, there's a field attached to the machine too.
Yeah. And then you go, oh, there's another contract harvesting, I'll get that one as well. I can have 3 harvesters on the go. It's not so bad if the one of them comes with big equipment and it's a fairly small field.
No, that's not too bad.
But on that one map I was doing, where some of the equipment that was coming up for the size of the fields, you were just like, yeah, no. Gives you a combine with a 5-meter header for a 60-acre field. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that contract.
Yeah.
Definitely not with that equipment, at least.
I want to try out the Better Contracts XML vehicle list too. I just haven't had a chance to do it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
But you're supposed to be able to, so we could just basically have it give us
Big
Colossus every time.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Just every contract Colossus. Right, chop done.
Colossus.
Would you be able to configure what capacity it come in though?
I think so.
So it
I haven't looked at it yet though.
come with the Unrealistic.
It had 43-mile-per-hour header.
Okay, Peter, you don't want to see this better.
Missing windrow for stone in that FS, that would have been cool. I was actually thinking that the other day with the big 20-meter front windrower. I was thinking if you could add stones to it on the XML file and get it to work so it windrowed stones up on a field.
Yeah.
I don't think it would, but it'd be interesting to see.
Sure,
if,
we could figure it out.
'cause I thought if I could windrow stones up and then pick it up with the TARDIS, add stones to that as well.
Yeah.
That would be pretty unrealistic and crazy, but would be a good way to get rid of stones on your field.
You could bale it. Get
Yeah.
stone bale.
Wrap
Just-
stone bales.
I was gonna say just boulders coming out of the back of the baler. You put in pebbles and you get boulders.
Just go the next level and turn them into like Onyx Pokemon or something coming out the back.
I had
That on the
stones, they
trailer.
were so poorly implemented in this game, it's unreal. Yes, I wouldn't mind using stones if it was just a random thing that came up every now and then, not
And if there
like,
were,
particularly
like-
covering the whole field.
Would be nice if there was like bigger piles instead of having different things.
Yeah, you
Because I
actually.
don't see a point in using those small rock pickers. I always use the biggest one.
Yeah, what it needs is a system whereas when you plough a field, it's got like a percentage chance of each section showing up a stone or a large stone, but that percentage is like quite low, like only 5%.
Yeah.
or maybe even lower than that, maybe 2-3% chance. So that
Well-
way then you might just get a few small patches of stones across the entire field that then you could just
Right.
drive to collect up, rather than every time you plough you have to go over the entire field with a rock picker.
Okay, I'm dropping the last of the soybeans into this silo here since.
Let me go get the. Wait, which
Uh,
silo? The multi-fruit or the grain dryer?
I think this is the grain dryer.
It is.
Yeah, the
It's gonna
trouble
put
with
them on
the grain
multi-fruit.
dryer is if you put crops in there you can't see it in the menu.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it might show up on the stock check actually, but it doesn't show up on
Maybe.
the menu if you've got anything.
I'm gonna put the
Yes.
rest in the multi-fruit.
You
Have
want
fewer
to
stones, let you get out and pick them up by hand. Yeah, even if you had that rock basket on the front of your tractor to throw the stones into as you went around.
Yes.
Yeah. Put your Caleb in there. Put your rocks in
Yeah.
there. Good to go.
It's like a Welker Farms, go around in your gator and chuck them on the back of your gator.
Was what we actually did used to pick them up manually.
Mark them out on your GPS so you know where they are.
Well,
You
that's
have to
the
just
thing
put them in
here.
the back of a pickup truck.
Yeah.
We've got quite a few fields where there are stone piles in the middle.
Yeah,
'Cause
if
they
there was
just
implemented a bit more like that, it wouldn't be so bad. I'd probably
throw
use them,
on heaps.
especially on a series like Dark Forest. It'd be one to have, but the way they are, like I've got them on Dark Forest, I have to go around with a skid steer with that thing on, which is pretty quick and does hold quite a bit. But even then, it gets a bit annoying doing it.
Yeah, I gave up on that.
It's
I
kinda-
turned them off.
Hoping like gravel and stuff would become more base game too, because then you could actually like just make your own roads and stuff a little more realistic.
Yeah.
I know you can do that with mods, but then it's kind of cool.
Well, that's what I think they really need, is a production that, because I think it's a bit silly getting lime from stone. Because if your field's
Yeah.
covered in limestone, you're not going to grow many crops in it.
No.
It's going to be
There's that much wool from the sheep too.
Why is that?
There's quite a bit in there, but I don't know. We've only just got the new births, so we're not producing that much wool, aren't we?
There's only
Oh.
5,000 liters of wool here.
It looked like a lot more when I was driving by.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I left stones on for Dark Forest because I wanted everything on, like stones, weeds, hard economy. Although I still find that all that does is slow progress down rather than make it difficult. Just stops you progressing a little bit fast. But so once you get a tree harvester, if you put enough time in, you can make stupid money. Crazy how much money and how quick you can with the wood chips. If you've got a map with the increased wood chips sell price, which doesn't work on the community server, which I noticed for some reason.
What is it? What doesn't work?
The sell everything container, the price for wood chips on the community server is rubbish.
Oh yeah.
Because I put the tree devourer in, I thought I'd join a few fields together. I thought rather than just use the tree be gone, I'll get the wood chips off them and sell
Makes the
them.
money.
So 200,000 litre trailer of wood chips was only getting about 55,000.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I was like, well, that didn't quite work out. I was expecting it to be like 500 plus, it was only 250.
I'll start collecting the straw or the cornstalk bales.
Don't teleport.
Start with a bike and an axe.
I won't teleport.
The only trouble with the axe mod, it sounds like a chainsaw.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna use that axe in my next video, and it's the same deal as the chainsaw sound.
I like the firewood mod that was on FS19. I used a little bit on Klatreelg. That you had to chop the wood next to the pallets, and it kind of like put split wood in the pallets.
Isn't that on 22 too?
It's
not that I've
different
seen.
in 22.
Oh.
In 22, there's a fire, like you put it on a conveyor belt,
Yeah, it splits it that
and they
way.
shoot out. You know,
You do make quite a
Ah.
bit of money from that though.
Yeah, but it's not the same as where
No.
you just had the axe and you were splitting the wood manually.
It's
Which
it's
I
a bit
always liked.
it's a bit time consuming, but you do make a lot of money from it, especially if you put the sell
Yeah.
point at the end of the conveyor, so it just sells as it drops off.
I wish they'd stop. Like there was the mod for the wood chipper, but it's got the crane on it. I wish they would just not put the crane on those.
Yeah,
Which
One that
the
came out
one
the
that
other day
came
for
out-
the back. Yeah, I was really excited about it, and then I was looking at the configurations, and they all have the crane.
yeah, and it's annoying as well. It unfolds the crane. You can't like not
Yeah,
choose
you
to
can't
unfold
leave
the
it
crane.
folded.
It unfolds the crane if whether you want to use it or not.
That's
Yeah.
when I go into Giant's editor and just delete it.
Because I tried the one that goes on the back of the semi truck earlier today. It does work really well.
Mm-hmm.
It does drag a whole tree in there on the little conveyor as well. But yeah, it's a bit annoying having the crane on when you don't need it.
Just need
That's
that
when
one
I-
back from 19. That's really all it was down to.
Yeah, I just want the one that Black Sheep modding had, the big one. The idea
That's the
now.
one I mean, yeah. It was so easy.
That thing was genius.
They must have updated it. I just use it and it sounds like an axe. I'll have to have another look then. Last time I saw it, it had chainsaw sound when you cut the tree.
That's nice.
And it actually like worked like a chainsaw in that you held the button down and it just slowly moved the axe across the tree like a chainsaw.
And let's see, where are we bringing the cornstalk?
I'll have to have a look, see if it, because it may have been updated. I'll say it's been a
Orange
while
yellow.
since I tried it.
Patterson, where's that tag place? Okay,
How many bales? We've got 44 so far.
I'm bringing these cornstalk bales to the sell point. We don't want to store any bales, do we?
No, we've
No.
got loads.
No. What do you want me to work on next?
I think we've got loads of loose straw in the silo as well.
I think
We
field
did last, did you?
34 needs to be rolled, Peter.
Okay.
I have done it.
Have you?
And I won't
Or-
do it.
If someone wants to fertilize 43, and I'll plant it with barley.
Yeah. Give me
I can-
one second.
I can mulch. Isn't it mulching alfalfa?
No, we don't need to mulch alfalfa now.
Oh,
It's been changed in the updated version of the maps. It just
Ah.
starts growing straight away.
No.
Do
So-
you have to roll it or anything, or no?
No. Well, you can
So
roll it if you
basically-
want fertilizer rather than using solid.
Oh.
So yeah, it acts more just like straight up grass now. Field 43, does that not need
Plowing,
ploughing?
I've it done.
Mulching, ploughing,
I'm gonna
lime.
fertilize
It's
it.
got lime on it.
Yeah, has lime on it. I've plowed.
Fertilize. Let me just find one of the trailers that actually has fertilizer in it.
Yeah, then fertilise and then get some barley in it.
Be a nice update to that mod if it just put like a logo on the side of it of what's in it
Yeah.
for these spreaders.
Peter, you are our resident modder.
Nah.
Get to work.
I could.
It's like I say, it'd have been a good feature if you had number plates on the back of implements, it automatically changed to match the tractor when you hooked up to it.
You can do that with Lewis script. I was looking at that the other day.
Oh, mod idea, Peter. Mod idea.
Gotta start writing these all down.
You want to
Yeah, 'cause-
instead of getting 7,000 hours on FS, yeah, 6,000 is enough now, and just create.
No, but the
25
thing
mod.
is, we talk about these mods, and then a few days later, it appears on ModHub anyway.
Yeah.
I think some secret modders are watching. They're like, "Oh, that's a good idea! Quick, jump on
That's
it!"
a good idea.
It's like mod release. Like, oh, we was only talking about a mod like that the other day. Enigma Prime saying, "Hey, feels amazing. Do you have any plans on a remake of the Western Wilds map?" I won't go back to any maps I've done already on FS. I did think the other day after doing Hinterland about doing another series on No Man's Land, and I was like, no, I've been there, done it. Don't want to be on those channels that every 5 videos it's a new series on No Man's Land. Like No Man's Land, no money, no leasing, No Man's
Yeah,
Land, no
just-
workers, No Man's Land, no forestry.
Always do blank map.
Blank map.
I mean, you'd have to make it into something, you know, over time.
With-
But
With a lawnmower.
good luck.
The
Weed
Amazon
whacker.
coffee.
Yeah. Selling grass. 500 litres of grass for 6,500.
No, I did that on Hinterland. Started with a little mower. Started making
Started with a
silage.
fantastic little mower.
It's great when you got the farm productions though. You can start producing silage from the grass with water, so you get silage digestate, and you can start producing silage fertilizer from the digestate.
Yeah, it was a lot better than using like one of the small bunker the bunker silos.
Well, the thing is that
Came out
you've
really
got,
well using that.
you've got to put it all in there. You've got to wait for it, compact it all, wait for it to ferment. And it's then, well, I can't earn any money until it's fermented, so
Correct.
it's like, what do I do then? Just skip through 3 months? Winter months, it depends what there is to do. If there's not much to do, then I'll just skip through winter into February or March, and then start doing field work. Then like late winter, early spring. So yeah, it just depends what there is to do. On kind of like dark forest, I'm coming up to winter, I'll probably do a lot more forestry, and then most of the forestry work I'll do on there will be through winter. The same probably on hinterland as well. Through the winter months I'll probably do a lot more forestry and wood chipping, and then during the spring, summer and autumn it'll be field work, harvesting, grass cutting. That is probably the best way to make money, other than forestry, is silage.
Yeah.
Cutting grass, putting it in a fermenting silo, cutting more grass.
Silage is fantastic.
Especially then if you get a BGA that's got a decent capacity. So that industrial BGA with the 2 distributors, if I could keep that running constantly, it'd be 14.4 million a year just off grass silage. But the
Where were
trouble
you
is I
when we-
just can't get enough silage to keep it running full time. It's constantly running out.
We should have put that one on versus the massive BGA that I put down in Astacusta.
Yeah, because that and the field silo and that literally just get through the grass so quick. It's like, oh, I'm all out of grass again.
Where did you
Yeah.
take the bales? The alfalfa bales, Klatreelg?
I took them to the bale storage on in the other farm.
Ah,
By the sheep.
What I'm hoping is once I've got a lot more of the sugar beets, potatoes, because it does take those as well, I'll have some excess sugar beets and excess potatoes I can put through it to keep it running a bit longer, so it's not all just silage. That just
This
depends.
fermenter. Go ahead,
As-
sorry.
Sorry, the fermenter. Say what again?
No, I was just gonna say real quick. This fermenter also takes bales, guys, just in case.
Oh yeah,
I
the
didn't tell you before.
updated. The updated.
So if you don't want to
fermenting
wrap
silo.
them, next time you can just drop them. It'll just take the entire bale.
but I have a quick baler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And-
that's right.
And they're pink.
And they are pink.
And they're pink. So
Hot pink.
Big bales.
Aero saying, I'm glad you don't do roleplay. The only one I've seen I like is by Dagwin. He's more than storing and farming though. Yeah, I'm not really a roleplay person myself, and I probably never will do a full-up roleplay. I'm just, yeah, it's just not me.
Would love to hear you do voices at some point.
I just don't have the confidence to do it. Through social anxiety and things, I just, yeah, I wouldn't be able to. I just
we're
always
selling
feel
the
too
soybean
awkward to do it.
We're selling the soybean bales too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sell everything. Whole folk, quick sale. Sell, sell, sell.
Sell your pickup truck and your tractor as well, Storm. You're sacked, okay?
I will do.
Wait, my bad.
No worries. Where shall we store the balers?
Not up here. Definitely not at the newer farm. No room
Yeah.
up here.
I should turn mine off. I might be able to drive a bit faster. Wondering why I'm going dead so slow down the roads because the bale is still on. Farm Sim guy did a good role play on Out Mountain. There's a few people out there like Scroft. I know a lot of people have mentioned, but I just can't watch. Honestly, I'd rather, if I had the time to watch somebody role play, I'd rather watch a real life farmer. I find it a bit corny and a bit cheesy myself. It's a bit like when you get these videos of these role play people that role play. I mean, proper, heavily role play on Grand Theft Auto, and it's like, nope.
That's a shooting game. You
That's-
shoot and drive.
Or you do challenges like Gray still plays.
Yeah, yeah. That's something you can do too. That's basically murdering your own PC though.
I'm just driving around trying to decide what to do with this soybean straw bale.
Sell it.
It's on the front of my tractor. Should have dropped it off in the field, but then I forgot about it.
Where's the best price for soybean bales?
Where's our ridiculous weight for the back of tractors?
Don't know.
Anybody seen it?
Nope. Oh, hurricane.
Very
It's
windy
a
there,
storm.
Yeah.
What?
The wind nice. You're breathing heavily on your microphone, or you're blowing it, or it's stuck in your mouth, or something on your eyes.
You're eating it.
Yes, I'm hungry.
Hungry. I'll just see if I could put a shed for the
I'm eating my microphone.
some of the equipment. I don't know if that's going to be a bit too big.
Oh boy. Well, without a weight, it's not going that great, but
What do you need the weight for?
because I'm trying to pick up the fertilizer off the ground and put it in,
Ah.
and with the full bucket, as soon as I pick up the bucket,
Yeah.
the whole Kubota just nosedives.
I thought the two weights was on one of the shelves there over by the fuel refill and the pressure washer.
That's what I thought too. I don't see either one though. It's okay. I'm almost done anyway. I'll just lean into the trailer a bit more.
That one's going to be too
Oh.
big.
I jackknifed the trailer.
You
Happens.
did not.
Nope, I did not.
That would
Totally
be-
didn't.
That wouldn't be like you, Storm.
Tobias,
something
thank you
Peter
very
does.
much for the subscription. I hope you enjoy the content and welcome to the channel. I don't know if I like that one there now. Look better in before I landscaped.
Peter is the one that's doing the jackknifing thing and stuff.
I've only driven into the river once today.
Yeah, and wrapped a truck around the telephone pole at least 2 times that I know of.
Are you,
Hey,
are
I
you
found the
sure?
weight. It's on the shelf where you said it was.
Are you
Just further back.
sure? Are you sure it's a telephone pole, Storm, and not an electricity pole?
Don't know. It's a pole.
The pole.
No one has home phones anymore.
Yeah.
But most people don't even know what a home phone is.
Yeah.
If you told someone you'd call them on the landline, they'd be the what?
It's like that meme I saw the other day. It says, the face my child pulls when I say hang up the phone. I'm like, what does hang up mean?
Yeah. Or do you ever see the memes when you hand a cassette tape to a child and say, how would you listen to this? And then they'd be looking and looking, and they'd be like, oh, I know. I think this is where the earphones go.
You give them that and a pencil and say, hey, how do these two go together?
Well, they don't.
They do.
They do.
They do.
That's how you rewind it.
Oh
back in the
yeah,
day.
I was gonna say it
When you
depends on
get
how.
stuck.
When you get the starts unwinding itself, and wind it back in with a bic
Yep.
or a pencil.
So what else? We figured out that the traffic also drives through pretty much everything else, including grills,
Buildings.
marketplace stands. Certain buildings it does not. It just drives over them somehow. It's really
Yeah.
weird.
Solid buildings, it drives over them.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It just like bounces into the air above it. It's weird.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't-
the market stand, it'll hit and that'll take off into it. The grill will go flying into a field.
That's amazing.
The barrels end up halfway across the map.
Yes, they do.
The what?
the barrels.
barrel-
The barrels, they go
Oh.
full line. You can't pick them up, but when a car hits them, they fly like they're the lightest thing in the world.
Yeah, I saw that on your video.
That was our Friday night fun
wild.
on Stevie's server.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're being serious.
Serious farming for the first 2 hours, and then we decided, hey, that'll be fun. Let's do this. And we spent
Made a
But-
three hou-
I
Three more
was
hours.
going to happily carry on harvesting, but then the rain, or then the snow
The
came,
snow.
and I had
Yeah.
to stop.
Yeah, had to stop, so we just had to goof off for a couple of hours.
Snow
we
stopped
finished
flying.
your. We finished your harvest Monday morning.
Did you?
For you.
Oh,
Yeah. Didn't want to leave it as we went to the next one because it was going to snow the whole day. So
Yeah.
we're like, we got to get the window and then harvest it before we can move on.
Who was that, Peter? The dream team, Klatreelg and Peter, is it?
Yep, the adventures of Dream Peter.
Oh.
They're good adventures. I recorded it too, actually, because it looked dope. Because the snow was still on the ground, the harvesters were all white. It's really cool looking.
Aero saying
I
you
don't,
got.
I don't know
you
when I'm
guys
going to use it yet, but
Aero saying you guys making me feel old. None of the kids know what a Walkman is. Thank you very much for that, Aero. $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. It's awesome, and you are very generous. Take my money. I've been enjoying the stream a lot. Thank you. No worries. A real thank you for that.
Storm, do you know what a Walkman is?
Yes,
What is it?
it's
we
the
sit
thing
very
you
close
use.
in this vehicle together.
That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
an old.
Yes.
Well, you used to listen music on it.
Yes.
It was ginormous compared to a phone.
It wasn't that big.
Well,
Oh,
it's
big
it's not that big, but it's not as small as a phone. Well, phones are nowadays very big though.
Yeah,
When you driving.
phones got smaller and smaller and smaller, and then they started getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, they decided to make them big again. Don't know why.
Like, you need a big 4K screen on your phone now.
Yeah, I just use my iPad 12-inch as my
Yeah.
phone. I just walk around with that,
Whereas
holding
I
it up to
remember
my head.
when I had my first mobile, it was like always trying to get the smallest one after that. Like upgrade, how small can you go? And still play Snake on it.
Well,
Yeah.
my phone is big, but it was also cheap.
And my phone's
That's
quite
mostly
big
why
because
I
I've got
bought it.
the Galaxy S Plus.
Yeah, I've got the Samsung A52 or something. It was very cheap. That's why I bought it.
Can someone get the seed tender and come to field 43, please?
Could have
I'm
told
on
us
my
2
way.
seconds ago.
I'm on my way.
He's on his way.
Where,
Yeah, no,
where are we
I
going,
went-
Crone Man?
I used to have a Walkman cassette with built-in radio. Wow.
That's luxury.
That was luxury, yeah. To rip out the antenna that's like 14 feet long, too. It those pocket TVs.
I remember
you
having
guys have
that.
those there?
The coolest thing when you got a compact Discman, and then you realise it was rubbish because any slight movement in it just skipped the CD.
You need anti-skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, now I walk around with the $400 headphone
How
on
much
my head to listen to radio.
seed do you need?
I'd say maybe 2,000 weekly, I'd say.
There are 1,800, 1,900 inside.
Yeah, that will probably do, I'd say.
I was gonna say, now I have $400 or $500.
VHS. Yeah, the old VHS player.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy that when I was a kid though. We used to go once a week, we'd go to the video store and pick out a video to rent, and then we'd all watch it as a family. Annoying though, because the person before didn't rewind it.
Well, it took you
Yeah.
forever to find a video too, because you went through it like a bookstore. You would
Yeah.
actually go try to find by the cover and by the back of it what was
Yeah.
good.
Even though you used to go there every week and you pretty much knew what they had,
Yeah.
you'd still spend hours looking. It's like, oh, what about this one?
Well, that sounds more brilliant than sitting here looking at
It
the
was
internet
fun, though.
sometimes. Yeah.
Not
Well,
like
I liked it. I liked it better too, because you actually really enjoyed what you watched, because you were monetarily invested
Yeah.
in it, right? Like you paid to rent that thing. Now, I have 4 billion pieces of content that I could watch at any given time, and I know I can just watch it later, so I'm not
Yeah.
even paying attention most of the time.
Yeah, not only that, and like the newest movies, I just go on the internet and watch them. I don't even pay for them any longer.
That's piracy. That's a crime. Okay,
No, it's
We're gonna-
not.
Ah.
I'm not downloading it.
we're going to report you.
I thought
Well,
it was,
I'm not
I thought it
downloading
was
it.
Vikings that come from Norway, not pirates.
No, the pirates were from Sweden. Pirate Bay was made by Swedish. So,
I thought the
Did you- did you-
pirates come from Bristol.
There you
Pirate Bay was made by some Swedish persons. And they were put in prison, and the server is still running.
Somalian pirates is what we get these days.
Yeah, you have to use water hoses on them.
I remember when I was a child, Sim, the video store came to us in the shape of a car boot.
Yeah.
Literally, used to go and visit my cousins and my aunt every weekend on a Saturday, live in the house estate, and the video man would be around with the car, and you go out and you see what ones you want around the boot of the car. Rent it for a week.
Yeah, we have an ice cream van driving around here. Somehow, for some reason, he's not coming back to us.
But he won't come when there's snow on the ground.
Well, that's the thing. He did actually come when the snow was on the ground.
go. Ice cream's good anytime. You don't have to be seasonist.
It's where he gets his ice for the ice cream. Pick up off the ground. Snow. A snow cone.
I was watching.
$6 for a snow cone, and he's literally just scooped up outside your house and add a bit of flavour to it.
Oh,
Yeah,
whipped out my chainsaw that time.
I was gonna say the ice cream man doesn't come because he's been chased away by the dog many times.
I don't think we get an ice cream man that comes around here. Not enough houses for it to be worthwhile.
Yeah, here there's kilometers between houses and he still comes.
Yeah, well, I used to enjoy the going to the video shop. I used to rent most of my games, like on the Mega Drive, from the video store as well,
Yes.
because I used to do games. It used to be
Yeah.
a pound a night.
Yeah, there were. I would try to beat them weekend or whatever. There was one game though. I'm ashamed to admit, but it doesn't matter because the company doesn't exist anymore. But you couldn't buy that game anywhere, and so
Which
I
was that?
said I lost it and paid the fee.
Yeah.
I kept the game. It was Dragon Ball GT back in the day. You could not get it anywhere else.
How much
Basically,
was the fee?
I don't remember. Whatever probably the game cost. But they were able to get it again.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Right? So they didn't care. And I still have that game to this day. It's really cool to play as each of the different characters. It was like a Mortal Kombat version of
Yeah.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that was my pocket money. Would be Friday after school, go to the video store to get a game to play over the weekend, and me and my friend would sit there taking turns on whatever game we'd got.
Yeah. Back then too, you didn't have open world games, so
No.
you could beat them in just a speed run on the weekend or whatever else. It wasn't really until like GTA 3 and later where you started to get to this open world concept where like you were never going to finish the game.
Yeah, you just mess
Okay,
around more times than you would actually playing the game.
Yeah, could you imagine playing 7,000 hours on a game back then? It wouldn't happen. You'd get so bored of beating the game.
Yes.
Aero saying, remember the change from the Walkmans to iPods and Zune and then iPod Touch, now it's all smartphones, wild how fast it all changed. Yeah, I really do think technology changes far faster now than it did back in the day. For me, you know, you bought a video player and you knew it was going to last you years and years before the next big thing come out, and then it was DVDs. Now it was all the tried, was it HD DVDs, Blu-rays. Now it's all just digital media mostly. But it's the same with the phones now. It's like every 6 months there's a new fancy mobile phone being released.
Not every 6 months, every month.
Yeah, probably across all the different manufacturers.
I'm
Laserdiscs. Laserdiscs. They were one of those things. I don't know anybody that ever had one.
I did. They were massive.
Yeah, it's like a vinyl record put on a disc, wasn't it?
Here's a frisbee that holds movies. It's great quality too, and then DVDs came out right around the same time.
I was gonna say DVDs and CDs didn't last that long.
DVDs lasted quite a long time.
Yeah, but then
Like longer than
USB
VHS did.
And then the
problem
USB
was-
stick came.
Yeah, the problem was always disk space. So you couldn't bring all of it with you. So like a movie, a DVD, the original ones were like 4 gigs, and then they got up to 8 gigs, and then
the
Blu-rays
dual
got
layer.
50 gig. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Remember
remember some of
Xbox
the
was
early
the first-
DVDs where you got long films and they come on like multiple discs.
Mhm.
We still
Yeah,
have some of those.
Xbox was like the first system to be able to read both sides of one of those discs too.
Yeah.
They would do them both sides because they didn't have a Blu-ray player.
Oh, that's the first time I've actually seen that bug with the cloud texture.
What bug?
Since the 1.9 update where you plough fields and the texture's messed up.
Yeah, I
that
ploughed
plough
a
texture or
field
you
that had
mulching?
lime spread on it, and the plough texture came up, but it was a limed plough texture.
Yeah, it's like a still got crop stubble all on it. I've seen a few people on Facebook post about it, but I've never actually seen it before. Because every time I've ploughed it, since the 1.9 update, I've only ploughed in new fields.
No.
Supposed to be
Anything you
something
need me
they're working on a fix for, but they'll probably wait for the next update before they implement it.
Anybody need any help with anything?
Well, I'm
So I've
just
been filming Crone Man for the past 10 minutes.
You can grab the other mulch, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, 43 will need to be rolled as well.
Oh, yeah, roll 43. Does it? Oh, it's barley, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking corn, 43. No, that's what we harvested.
Yeah, I forgot. I think 44 should have been mulch before I plowed it.
It doesn't matter if you haven't. I should have fertilised before I mulched, but...
Yeah. No worries.
So as the same on the community server, you find some people mulch first, others don't. Some people roll, then other fields haven't been rolled. Never mind. Have you guys ever gone back to a game you played long ago and then thought the graphics were amazing then? I I'm not one for going back and playing old games all that much because it always ruins the memory of them for me when I realise they're not as good now as what I remember them. So there's a few games where I've gone back, like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I got that on Xbox and I started playing it, and I was just like, even with the updated version, it's not a good game compared to other games. And I was like, no, I'd rather keep the memory I have of immensely enjoying it when it first came out. And I've been the same with that with a lot of games I've tried to go back to, and I've just couldn't play them.
I still remember the first time playing FS17. It was so much fun. And
Yeah, the only ones I ever really go back to is the Mega Drive games, because they never change. They were exactly the same as I remember them. But all the stuff from like the PS1, they're just like, to me now, they're just like really poor games. Well, I had many fun playing them when I was younger. Especially when, like, you couldn't buy your own games and you had to rely on birthdays and Christmas, so you was a bit limited in what games you had. You'd make the most of the games you did have more.
oh,
So I've probably played through the first Tomb Raider about 15 times. Resident Evil was another one I played through countless times, seeing how fast you could actually complete the entire game.
Was another struggle back then. Not the same as now.
No.
now there's cheat codes and everything. Yeah, although that was
Cheat
then-
codes.
that-
I don't know, I used to love getting the Games Master magazine for the cheat codes.
Yeah, by the magazines
You'd
and
be so disappointed when none of the games you had were in there.
some. I think I still have some in my muscle memory from the weapon cheat code on GTA, and
Yeah.
Yes.
they're stuck.
The only one I can remember off by heart is up, down, left, right, A and start on the title screen of Sonic the Hedgehog to unlock all levels.
I also still remembers the codes for Doom.
For Doom, yeah. My brother knew all the things from Mortal Kombat, all the finish move combinations.
Yeah. Finish
He
him.
never
Yeah.
teach me.
I was gonna say
So you
that
just-
basically meant that you always lost.
Yeah. And then I'd get eaten by a dragon. It was every time. I still played though, because like I was, 4.
Yeah.
And thought I'd win one
Fighting
day.
games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, I was a proper button masher. And my friend was the one that always knew all the moves, and I used to beat him all the time. And he used to get really annoyed. It's because you're not playing properly. You're just mashing the buttons. So I don't care, I'm winning.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was playing Just Dance with my brother, and he was actually doing the dance moves, and I was sitting on the couch just shaking the controller, and I was running.
That's how my wife does that. She just shakes the controller and sits on the sofa calmly while I'm up there like an idiot dancing,
Yeah,
Oh.
losing.
I never
last
had
Saturday-
the patience for fighting games, because I used to find I get bored of them so quick.
last Saturday I was out with friends and somewhere, and the police was there too, and someone challenged us to do Just Dance with the police.
Yeah, it was definitely a simpler time back then.
They used to have competitions too. I don't know if they still do, but like the nights when you would pick up a game, and I always like those. Like remember I went for one of the Guitar Hero releases,
Yeah.
and they would just have it set up outside, and you'd play a competition while you were waiting for the release.
Never heard of that, but it does exist. But never heard of that.
Valentino's in the chat saying, "Hey Sim, sorry for joining late. No worries. I appreciate you stopping by, regardless. So thank you for that." I hope you're doing well. Dr. Fish saying used to buy a computer and video game, spent ages keying in a program. They spending hours debugging it before they printed corrections the following month. The one thing I used to like as well back in the day was the I suppose on the PS1 was the demo discs you used to get on magazines.
Yes.
So you could actually play a demo of a game before you actually bought it. And I remember Tony Hawk's, the first Tony Hawk game, I remember playing the demo of that to death. Just trying to get a best score I could get on it. And I think the Grand Theft Auto demo as well, the first Grand Theft Auto, I probably played that demo disc till it broke. Until I actually got my hand excuse me, got my hands on the actual proper game, which I bought when I was in my school uniform. I remember the woman asking me when I went to buy Grand Theft Auto, "Are you 18?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, good enough for me."
Oh, that's here when you go to buy energy drinks. The machine asks if you're like 16 or 18. And then the person has to come over from the thing
Yeah.
to watch, and they don't even look at you, they're just like, yes.
That's what you get here with the self-checkout. It's like anything
Yeah.
age-related that you have to you wait for assistance. It's like,
Yeah.
Well, the annoying thing is, or you could like use your thumbprint, but then for some reason like mine isn't in the system or something, so it doesn't work.
yeah, the demo games were good fun, especially because sometimes you'd play some of the demos even if you're never going to buy the game, but you get to play like one level on a game or something.
Yeah. They do it. The model now is like the whole free pass thing, where you'll get it for
Yeah.
For a month, yeah.
yeah, you get FS19 for a month or something like that.
Or they give you
that's
that that early access beta kind of demo
Yeah.
if you buy the game, like pre-order early. It's like, yeah, but I want to play the game before a pre-order.
I was gonna say there's some games. That's when I go to Steam Unlock, download it, test it, and then if I like it, I buy it.
Yeah.
Like games that I'm unsure about, I go on there, I test the game if I actually enjoy it, and then if I do, I'll buy it.
Latvia Negro's in the chat. Thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat, and good to see you again. I don't think I've seen you in the chat for a while, so I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I got the early access to some games on Steam, like sign up for it, like the beta stuff and that, and then half the time I never end up playing them.
Just fills up the hard drive.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I should really play that. Hey to you, King Sim saying me too. Mario Kart Wii. I was never into Nintendo, I was more Sega. My friends used to have Nintendo, so I did play on a lot of the Nintendo games when I went round their house. Which was quite good because I think there was a few of us that had Mega Drives, a few of us that had Nintendos. So it was always we have to like go around each other's houses and play on different stuff.
Oh, I still find it brilliant to play Mario Kart.
I love Mario Kart.
It's genius.
Yeah, Mario
Although I
Kart was
hate
fun.
Playing the like 150cc and the 200, since I always get overtaken.
You gotta
Like
get better.
Yes, but still, it's like you get to the final round, you're in first place, you're 50 meters away from the finish, you get a red shield and a blue shield, you're like, dang it.
So when I was growing up, we never had a PC at home, like 'cause we couldn't afford one. So eventually, my dad did get a computer for work, and I was like, oh, so excited. And then it turned up and it was a Mac. You go to the game store, it's like not compatible for Mac. There was like about 2 games you could find that would work on it. It's like, this is so
Play Oregon
disappointing.
Trail. PCs were so expensive
Yeah.
in that generation. They were not common for you to be able to have unless you really had a reason to do it other
Yeah.
than just gaming.
That's the thing. It was more just a lot of people had them for work or.
Mm-hmm.
So we only had that because my dad started his own business, so he had to do a lot of like work on there. And I was just like, no, I want to play games.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get my first PC until I could afford to buy one myself when I started work. And that was probably back in 2002, I think I bought my first PC.
I did build my first PC when that will probably be in 2004.
Yeah.
The first PC I built up myself.
Yeah, I upgraded all my PCs, like changed the graphics card, put more RAM in and stuff like that, but I never actually built my own PC until 2015, 16 I think it was.
Oh, I bought all my PCs and then I built this one.
Yeah, I just used to buy pre-built and then upgrade it after a few years.
Yeah.
Yes. Some of the new pre-builds are nice that they actually just use parts like that you can buy.
Yeah.
Instead of using those strange stuff, the strange
But
graphics.
it's kind of strange, you know. Well, my first PC had floppy drive.
Yeah.
Second one had a CD-ROM, and the third one had a Blu-ray drive in it. And then the ones I built myself had like no disk drives at all.
I don't need them anymore.
Nope.
That's why, what you were saying, Storm. That's why I bought this one as a pre-built because it had everything that I was gonna put in it anyway, and it was cheaper than buying the parts separate.
Yeah.
And I was like, I
That's
can
what-
actually upgrade it just as easily. So I bought
That's what-
this and then put 64 gig RAM in it like the day it came in.
Yeah, that's like nice. I don't like. I've got one PC that I can't upgrade since the parts are all made for that PC.
Proprietary, yeah.
Yeah. So that sucks. The RAM is like different sizes and
Yeah.
the power supply is like tiny.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
when they do that.
I was saying I
Yeah.
can't afford a PC anymore, but it's amazing how many people are intimidated by building one. Yeah, I was always a bit worried about doing it myself. But yeah, as soon as I'd done my first one, I was like, yeah, it's not as bad as I was expecting.
Well, I
Yeah,
still found it was very scary doing the.
I think as long
Processor.
as you choose the right parts,
Yeah.
and I think that's
The
what
right
was.
things.
I think for me that was what was more daunting, was
Yeah.
making
picking
sure
the
you
right
get
parts.
stuff that's going to work together. Because there's so much
But
stuff out there.
When once you open it, you can't return it, and it's
Yeah.
probably something expensive. Like you spent $300 on RAM, and it doesn't work with your
Yeah.
PC, and now
The,
you're
the first time putting the processor into the motherboard, though, that was quite daunting.
I
Yeah,
put
I
my
had-
first one in crooked and bent all the pins.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's what I was worried about.
yeah, because I didn't realize there's like a corner you have to line up at the time. And I was like, oh, this will be fine. I put it in, and did not latch properly.
Yeah.
That can't be right. It came like that, I swear. I don't know what happened.
You know, I had to take mine from one PC to the other. That was the most scary thing I ever did.
Did a heart transplant?
Yes.
It's a Fanatic 5. So a couple of months ago, I bought a pre-built PC, 3080 RTX, 60 gig HDR RAM. That's 3080 RTX is a good GPU.
That's what I'm using. I like it a lot.
I'm using a 2060.
I have one of those lying around too.
Yeah, it is daunting when you look at the parts, and there's just so many different stuff, so many different manufacturers, and sometimes the numbers can just like mean nothing to you.
Well,
It's like
I
clock
sometimes
speeds and
wish. Yeah.
people got about
I
like
wish it
boost
was like-
speeds, overclocking speeds, and you're all like, Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's all that mean?
I wish it sometimes was easier to see like what stuff is compatible with what.
Well, it's PC Parts Picker is fantastic
Yes.
for that. If you're really doing a big build, it's great because it does all the compatibility for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The most scary thing I find sometimes is like when I go to pick out like fans and stuff, knowing if my motherboard has enough connections.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fans all come in such specific sizes too. It's like
Yeah, I
you get a
know.
120 millimeter, you can get a
Yeah.
121 millimeter, or 120.5. It's like, why do I need? Can't they all just be the same size?
I was just
Yeah,
saying,
or
when
like-
I was building this, I was like, work out like, what radiator can I fit in? Right, if I put that radiator in, I can't then put the front fans in. Because
Yeah.
the full radiator blocks the top fan slot on the front. If you have the full
Because yours
size
is-
radiator.
Yours is water cooled, right?
No, mine's well, yeah, liquid
Oh,
cooled.
it is liquid cooled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a 240 millimeter radiator in mine.
That's why when I built this one, I just went for a like full tower. I was like,
Yeah,
at least
I've
I know.
got a micro ATX tower, and I actually like it since it fits on top of my
I was
desk.
gonna say the graphics card I've got in the new PC wouldn't fit in my old PC case. It's not enough space in there. Because that
Yeah.
3080 Ti is massive.
Yeah,
So
that's
I went with the full tower this time just because I didn't want to deal with space issues that I dealt with on all the other
Yeah.
small builds.
I
Yeah.
like
I just
the
got a bigger
small-
desk.
Yeah.
I
But
like
it's so
my
much
small
easier to
PC,
cable up
but
as well.
Then
Yeah.
again, yes, it's so much easier with the big one. But I don't
Yeah.
want to get rid of my small one because my small one is so nice and small.
Plus you tend to get a lot better airflow through because you don't have the
Yeah.
discs, like the hard drives and that in front
Yeah,
of the
mine's
fans.
very cramped. It fits in there. Just.
And is a 3080 bigger than a 2080 then, Tim, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Much
the
bigger.
3080 Ti I've got is a lot bigger than the 2080 Ti.
Oh.
It's that one takes up 3 slots on the back of the case.
Swap.
Yeah, but you
It's a lot
can get
longer, and it's
somewhat-
it's probably nearly twice the depth, the thickness
Yeah,
of
but-
the other one.
Then again, it depends on which manufacturer
Yeah,
you picked.
Yeah,
up.
they're all different, but
They're all the same but still different.
yeah. They're all vary sizes slightly, and depends on what fans they've got in there, and
Yeah, because you can get dual fans and triple fans and
some are like water force cooled, and
yeah. That sounds. I like the radiator part where it's already connected. But like adding water in there myself, that just
yeah,
sounds so
that's
scary.
not something
like,
I've ever done myself.
like,
like a
having
closed
to
loop
put in those fittings and that stuff.
system.
It's
It's plumbing
Just-
work.
Yeah,
yeah. It sounds so scary. And then I watch a
That's-
person that
so it
just
sounds
puts
scary, but I was a
in-
like engineer for years. We used to do hydraulic systems and pipe work all the time. So I'm like, well, really, it shouldn't be that much more difficult.
Yeah,
I-
no,
I
The
used
catch
to-
is you just
We used to cut
You just
hydraulic
don't-
pipes to size and put fittings on, and
I was gonna say a hydraulic pipe is probably a lot more deadly than
yeah, I think the
Okay,
thing is,
okay.
it's one of those. As long as you cut the pipes to the right length, that's where you
And
tend
you
to get
do-
most problems if they're slightly too long or too short.
yeah. That's why if I were to do it, I'd go for soft pipes instead of those hard ones.
you just got to do a proper test too before you
Yes.
turn on
Yeah.
the PC. You don't want your like you can spill water on a PC that's not
Yeah, I know.
running. It's no big deal. You
Yeah.
can see it out all the time on YouTube videos too.
My friend spilled cola on his PC.
Yeah, as long as it's not
That's-
running, it's not a big deal.
Well, it was running, but he managed to unplug it. But the problem wasn't that it got wet. The problem was that it got sticky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Coke
it's not good.
Coke leaves that
So
syrup
he had to
residue
wash
on
his
everything.
parts.
Right, so I think mulching's all done on this field. We're pretty much coming up to 10 o'clock, so we'll probably wrap up.
That's the main reason that I've got my PC sitting on top of my table. That if I were to spill, the stands of the case are holding it high enough up so
Yeah.
it can't spill inside. Like
Yeah.
if I were to put it beside my desk and I were to spill, it could like fall into the fence and stuff.
Both my PCs are up on my desk.
Yeah, I would have to have a bigger desk if I were to go for full tower.
I've got one PC that end of the desk and the other one's that end. Well, my desk is what 2.7 meters long.
Oh, yeah. One thing I find annoying with the most PCs is like the glass is only on the left side.
Yeah,
On most.
yeah, that's annoying with the PC on that side. I have to have it sideways because obviously the glass will be on the wall. That's one thing I wish you could do with cases is get a right hand and left hand.
Yeah, the problem is like the graphics cards and so.
Yeah, but you can have it mounted the other way around.
I'm gonna say, I just put the motherboard upside down in the case.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that, as long as I can see the inside of my PC.
Stop behind this slow John Deere again.
And no, I'm not putting my PC case upside down.
He's probably still driving to wherever he was last time.
That's actually quite a brilliant idea, just setting your PC upside down.
Oh, we have Peter coming. Peter, in the drain you go.
Yep.
It's alright, he's in big
I was all
4x4.
lagging to you.
He can handle it.
Massive tires on this thing.
A Judy, as you guys call him in the States.
It's pretty clean too, because this one was in the river a few minutes ago. Got a nice washing.
But I'm hoping it was going to be another couple of years before I get round to building another PC. So I'm hoping this one lasts a bit longer yet.
We just keep upgrading it as needed.
I'll come to that thing where I was like, oh, just upgrade the upgrade the processor, and then find out that none of the new processors fit that motherboard anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, I need to get a new motherboard. And then it was like, oh, well, I might as well get DDR5 RAM now instead of 4, because that's going to future-proof it for a bit longer.
So my friend's in that position right now with his PC. He's like, well, I gotta get a motherboard. I gotta get this. I gotta get that. I'm like, you just should start over. Like, just don't even try to just. You're gonna keep the case. You're gonna keep an old case instead. Just get a new $50 case.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I ended up. And it went from upgrading to a whole new PC build.
That's the problem I got. I want to upgrade my PC, but then again, I'd rather wait for the new farming simulator to come out.
Yeah.
And just build a new PC then.
Yeah, well,
It's coming out in 2 months.
Not that one.
If at any point I'm gonna upgrade graphics card or anything or build a new PC, it'll probably be for the next FS game.
Yeah, I do want to upgrade my PC, but it still works perfectly fine.
Should be get the 50 series by the next farming sim game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll probably
worth
buy
waiting.
like a 4080 for $100 or something crazy.
Dude,
Like-
it's not the time to buy a 4080 right now anyway, so
No.
that's a smart idea, because they did with the 4080 is they're like, oh, we'll just keep all the COVID prices
Yeah,
and
they
just
haven't really
improve
come
them
down.
a little bit.
Some of them have come down a bit, but not a huge amount.
Some of them have come down quite a lot actually.
It
That's
depends
like
on which particular one. The one I was looking at for the 4090 was it's come down from 1900 to 1750, which is still a lot of money for a graphics card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, so I think we're wrap it up there for this evening, as we're just gone up to 10 o'clock. So really hope you have enjoyed the live stream. If you have, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. To say a big thank you to Storm, Stevie, Peter, Klatreelg and Big T Farmer for helping out again.
No problem.
No problem.
It's been good fun. I managed to buy 2 new fields and get them harvested, some more straw baled up. Not sure what we'll do for next time. We may have to skip through. Well, we've got November. We'll see what's there to do in November. Might finish up some of these contracts we've got open.
Gotta get ready for our whiskey too.
Yeah. Not
That's
sure about
sweet.
these contracts because I say we've already done the sowing contract on 42, but it's come up again. So hopefully we don't have this problem going forward where these contracts. A lot of the time I find when you start a new save game, that first round of contracts seems to be a bit messed up and then it settles down. But we are
on here
we
it
are
just
still only in
seems
our
you
second year, so
If
and we
you
have
want, you can do the
updated.
same field over and over and over again.
yeah. So yeah, big thank you to everyone for coming on to help out. Big thank you to everyone that's watched, and a big thank you to Nitrado that provide the server for tonight's live stream and my community server as well. So if you're looking for your own dedicated Farm Simulator 22 server, then please check out my link in the video description. It is an affiliate link, so I will earn a small commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support the channel if you do take out your own server through that link. So yeah, we'll be back next week. Continue some more progress on here. So hope to see you there. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. Goodbye.